Just give me the lean. Just give me the bean. I'm going in. Oh, man. What do we have here now? Live
from WJ's is breaking news.
Welcome into the news at 11. We begin tonight with breaking news as multiple people have been shot in Northwest Baltimore. Police are giving an update to that mass shooting right now. We're going to take you right there.
This evening, just around 8:46 p.m., officers received a call for a shooting at Queensberry and Spalding. Upon arrival, they located 6 victims, 4 males, 2 females. One of the female victims was a 5-year-old child who was shot in the hand. Thankfully, it doesn't appear that her injury is very serious. One of the males was shot. Homicide unit has been notified. He is currently in surgery at an area hospital. The rest of the victims range in age from 23 to 52. Both our homicide and our district detective units are on the scene. We have very little information at this point. All we know is there's multiple rounds fired, multiple victims. If anybody has any information, please call 1-866-7-LOCK-UP or call our homicide unit 394-396-2100. At this time, we will take any questions.
I'm going to start over here, channel 2, and we'll work our way over.
Manny Rock, channel 2, Detective Chief. I know earlier in your investigation, as you mentioned, was this, I know you can't give out too much, was this like a preliminary house party or just victims having dinner at a household? Can you expand on that?
It just looked like some people were sitting outside on the porch and up against on a vehicle having some grabs, to be honest, and looks like somebody just opened fire.
Any indication that this was a target?
I don't think you shoot without having a target, so I don't know who they were targeting, but I'm sure there was somebody who fired these shots that was targeting for somebody. It's still really early investigation.
WJZ?
Any possible suspect information? Has anybody been questioned or taken into custody?
No, we have not been able to question. They're all in area hospitals. Detectives are going to be at the hospital questioning any of our possible victims and any possible witnesses that we may have had that still are on the scene to see what we can piece together and find out what happened here tonight.
Commissioner,
do you know what type of weapon may be used? Because witnesses are telling us it was rapid gunfire or barrage of gunfire.
I don't know because we haven't collected the rounds yet. Our crime lab hasn't been here, but because of the number of rounds and the fact that we have a lot of weapons out there with extended magazines, it wouldn't surprise me with the different switches that are out there.
Was it a drive-by?
You get close by that?
We don't know yet. I doubt it was a drive-by because there's too many casings. They may have been in a vehicle, but there was a lot of casings back in our crime scene.
You said that's where you at, Native McDonald's?
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to take you back out to that scene in just a little bit with our Ashley Paul is standing by. But just to recap what you just heard there, multiple victim shooting in Baltimore tonight at Queensberry Avenue. 6 victims in total, including a 5-year-old who was shot in the hand, but that injury does not seem to be critical. Detectives say that they will be at the hospital questioning the victims to see if they can find any other information to help them with this shooting. But let's go out to Ashley Paul right now, who is standing by with more. Ashley. Okay, we're going to get to her in just a little bit, but 6 victims shot tonight in Baltimore at Queensberry Avenue. Multiple rounds fired, multiple victims. People were sitting on the porch, just what the police described as eating crabs, when somebody opened up fire. The victims range from ages 15 to 52. 6 victims total, including a 5-year-old who was shot in the hand.
Let's go.
15-year-old.
You muted? I'm not muted, bro. I'm not muted, bro. Can you hear me? I got my mics on. I'm not muted. I'm not muted. My mics are on. Jumping out the gym. Yo, Spaz, do you want the cheese to catch the joint?
is still pretty active. It's a little hard to tell because police are
you
keeping
good?
us
Let me know.
pretty far back at this point as they continue to investigate the circumstances of what happened here tonight. But there
Y'all
is
wanna see my new
there are
dance?
many police
I
cars
got
on
a new
scene,
dance. I'll be like
ambulances
this.
on scene. We saw Baltimore Fire on scene. So all hands on deck here at this scene. And as you just mentioned, Grace, we're finding out now that 6 people were shot in this incident tonight. Now, again, it happened at the intersection of Queensbury and Spalding just before 9 o'clock tonight. Right around 8:45 is when that call came in.
I'm
Now we're
dancing.
told that 4 of the
What up,
victims
y'all?
were males.
This is gonna be the fun stream tonight, man. I'm tapping in. I ain't been on with my people in a while. So yes. We back in the building with another podcast vlog, and this is RDP, aka Raw Dope Production. I'm in the building, hand 5,000. I'm lit. Hey, listen, donate to the channel, hit that notification button, shake your dreads. Before I get into the topics, we're gonna have a little fun. Yo, share this video, get at least 10 people in here so we can get busy. Spade, you want me to send it to you? Yeah, your volume was down. Yeah. So we got a few things on the chopping blocks today, man. Y'all like my death row joint? Waiting for Kenny to get here with that spinning. Know what I mean? But listen, man, how y'all doing on this Sunday, man? We definitely got OTF Vonnie. We're gonna talk about that. We'll talk about. I like holding the mic click. Y'all hear me in the mic? If you can hear me in the mic, put a check up there. Just say yes. Just put a yes up there if y'all can. If I sound clear, how do I sound to y'all? Let me get the tools out, yo. And I'm sorry, y'all, that my space is all messed up. Y'all know that I don't play about my space, but it's all messed up because guess what? I haven't been in the studio working. I ain't been in the studio working, man. I haven't been in the studio. I got into a creative group with YouTube. It's a lot of things I haven't been doing because life comes at a rapid pace, y'all. Life comes at a fast pace. What the fuck? I'm human, bro. I put out so much content over the years. I feel like I'm the shit. You feel me? I bust my ass. I put out content. And hey, bro, it caught up with me. I'm a one-man army, bro. So excuse me if the studio look a little raggedy. I don't care. That's why it's called Raw Dope, because it's raw and uncut. Hit that notification button. Hit that subscribe button. Drop a like. Leave a comment. I put the wrong thing in on my MacBook. I put the wrong code in. I think it's my eyes going bad. 331 8AYRDA. Enter. Okay. And the Mac is loading. So that's it. What's up, y'all? Man, listen. We got to talk about this OTF Ronnie shit. We're going to talk a little bit about No Jumper. And I don't have my huge light. So I'm trying to get it lit in here, man. I brought the other charger out. And some like my fucking light that goes on my desk is like, yo, it's just so junky in here right now, yo. Like, bro, when you don't be creating your content, you get in your space, and I'm trying to hustle me up a streamer joint. Okay, let me see that light. Come on. Yo, my light is so dim. Why is my light so dim? It makes me so mad that my light is so dim. It really supposed to be lighter. Like, how did my light go dim, bro? Someone tell me. Let me see. Is it the power of that? Because I think it's the power of the charger that is in. Oh, people are tapping in. So comments are there. Please, y'all. I got 2 people in here. Don't leave me, y'all. If you don't do nothing, bro, don't leave me for dead, y'all. Please. Look, that thing ain't got enough power in it. Oh, my God, bro. Like, these people showing me some bullshit when I brought that. I'm not going to lie to you. They did, really. Hit that notification button. Hit that subscribe button. Drop a like. Leave a comment. We got a few people on the chopping block that we going to do. We got a few people on the chopping block that we can do. But I got Spaz just called. What the hell is that? Why the hell is my phone not charging? This is getting weirdy. This is getting like super weird. Yo, what you were saying? You want me to send it? All right, yo, just send me a cash request for it. You know I don't know how to do that shit. I got you. I send it right now, broski. All right, well, we online. You gonna give me a little bump? Can I get a like from my brother? My nephew, Spaz. Can I get a like from you? Hey, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. I'm about to watch myself on all of the TVs in the house. So if I'm talking to myself, at least I got people in there that make me look like I'm not talking to myself. Kenny about to pull up, Spaz about to pull up. Hey, we gonna be doing my thing tonight. Deny? Yo, what do y'all think the best computers? Do y'all really think the Macs are the best computers? I don't. I just feel like it's like phones. You can't have you gotta have an iPhone 16 and you gotta have a Google Pixel. And then you gotta have like a phony iPhone. What's the phony iPhones called? The iPhones is the phony shit that SEs. I used to love SEs. I was the king of iPhone SEs. I was the king of, a matter of fact, that's what I'm getting at. I need an iPhone SE. Shout out to the SEs. I know everybody laugh. Hey, you get yes, because I'm gonna have a 16 and a 17 iPhone. I'm gonna get an SE and an Android. I'm really down to 2 phones. I really need 3 or 4 phones. And I'll tell y'all why. I don't need a lot of phones just to be slick. I hate for phones to ring. But you gotta have a phone that constantly rings. So I got a phone that constantly rings. It rings all day because I have friends and family that I truly love and I do business. And then you gotta have a business for the car and the podcast phone. Then you gotta have like your personal phone for your family. Then you gotta have that phone that just don't ring. The one that you can just have a peace of mind with, where you can put all your phones in your car, as long as you just take that one phone with you, you can call out. That's the type of shit I'm on. Oh man, did you send it? Yeah, they say you be the water well, the life expectancy 35 years. That's serious. That's a lot of money. To be a water welder, that's crazy. To be a water welder, it's super crazy to me. Yeah, yo, why you was looking muggy? Like you look like you wonder. Yo, come on, cause I'm trying to feed into my audience. Oh, let me write down the cash app. I feel like people like me today. Oh, you just sent it to. I just sent it. Let me get that to you, and then I can get back, and then just the door should be open. You hear me? All right, then you could look. The door will be open. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up, y'all. Hit that notification button. I'm sending a Zelle to my nephew. God, you said it's how much? Is 18? Like, whoa. Hold up. Let me see. All right, y'all. All right, it's there. All right, bet. Yeah. All right, I'm bet in here. Okay, we good. We good. Me in here, but I ain't want to start getting to. I said when I come back to my people, my content, I just can't jump off and just get into topics. I just can't, bro, because it's like it's boring. But I got 3 people in here, and I love all 3 of y'all. I don't know who it is, but I am happy. And I'm going to work this today to get my numbers up. I'm going 500 tonight because I'm gonna stay on this motherfucker till I do 500. Believe that. And it's so dirty in my space, y'all. I will show y'all my space, but y'all might just call me a bozo. See? Wow, right? It never looks like this ever. It never looks like this ever. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's a space. Even over here, like, I had some Carolina chicken. I made Carolina kitchen. You Everything's in here. I get rid of that. Had to move around. Can't fit up the daily tag. Here. Can't go around to this. But my favorite part. So y'all know I'm in here with y'all tonight. I'm getting my act on tonight, y'all. I'm getting my act on tonight. It got me a little shot. Got me a little shot, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. I had to give me a shot. I had to give me a shot. And I'm gonna get into these topics, y'all. I'm gonna get into topics. We're gonna just build. Tonight is the night. RDP, I'm in the building. There we go. I look a little lighter, right? Ah, there we go. So now we cool. Can y'all see me? Got that good lightning on it. Jesus. Yeah. But I like it. Some light. Ginger ale is my favorite soda. What? I'm about to start a what? I'm about to start a. Well, hold up, chat. Chat, stay here. He's about to start a Nike Pro try on haul screen. Yeah, that's a lot of Nikes, right? Oh, you see the Nikes, huh? I like J's. I like J's. I like J's, bro. I do. No, I'm really cool today, bro. I'm just really I'm trying to create good content tonight. And I'm trying to hang out with y'all. It's Sunday. I don't know where everybody yet, but if you're here with me, I appreciate you. But I'm gonna tackle on a lot of things. But I just felt like I'm cheating myself with just, straight going in. And that ain't fair. I'm just like, oh, yo, go in. Like, no, hell no. I'm not gonna just go in. Like, honestly speaking. I don't want to just go in. And I won't just go in. Hold up, y'all. I gotta post some of my topics, bring some of my topics out. So I gotta go on the computer. No, I don't want that. They just be like, try another way. Try another way. You know, you can lose your computer or anything in this world, and you could, lose your shit. So what I do is, in order to get on my computer, you gotta be nice. Because I put all types of lock codes on my joint and wait for my thing, two-step verification. So you're going to have to get to my email, and it's going to come right into my phone. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. There it is. Gmail. That's how you got to do it with these. Just come right on my phone. Yes, it's me. And I'm truly logged into my page. That was great. All right, please hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. Scream. The recent JFK assassination. When did you? I thought JFK got assassinated a long time ago. You know what I mean? I thought JFK Ben got killed. I don't know how long it's been since JFK got killed, but I know he got killed. Straight up. I'm trying to look for the live stream on that joint. Like, bro, it's been a long. Like, this gas too. Oh, it don't even look like the same gas. Been in this one, yes it is. It been in there just isolated. No, I wasn't no trust nephew, bro. I know how he is. Kenny in the building, y'all. I know how he is, bro. He's crazy. I would have too, bro. You gotta tell him, yo, we on your line. Hold up, y'all. This mic is good. Oh, my mics are blinking. No, all right, I gotta mic this down right now, but it's cool because this one mic charge. I don't know why these mics ain't always charging. I lost one of my mic clips, but y'all can hear me. If y'all can hear me in there, don't drink. You say drink and drive. BBDD. Who's that? Spider Johnson. Say hi. That might be wrong. Like BBDD. I can't get mad at you because you definitely been rocking out with me, so I can't get mad at me. But My favorite part of the show is getting some gas in here. And I didn't even start covering my topics yet, bro. I just did. There's no need to cover no topics yet. I ain't covered no topics yet. Nothing. What you mean? Yeah. Yeah, when I live across the street. If they right there, that's his house. Oh man. Well, that's cool. But let me get into this OTF Bonnie father. So they trying to say that Dirt and them killed Vaughn. That's the new talk, y'all. OTF Bonnie said that he went OTF Vonnie father said that his son asked him to take a ride with him. He took a ride. He said he met Little Tim and gave Little Tim a bag of money and went on his way. He said he didn't know about it. Kind of found out that bag of money that they gave Tim was to kill King Von. Do y'all believe it? That was the thing. Do y'all believe the narrative? Now the guys say, if you look at it, I'm a Dirt fan. I'm a real Dirt fan, so by no means am I about to throw dirt in them under the bus. What my journalism skills or not, I'm not about to just throw dirt under the bus. But I'm gonna say this: why would Vonnie father say some shit like that? I am a huge person on that. You know what I mean? I know people say fucked up shit to hurt people. People do shit they ain't supposed to do. But you say, if the girl got me and Kenny house raided, for instance, right? And I'm fucking her. And then she got the house raided. I will honestly say she got the house raided because I'm fucking and she got an attitude. We know why she raided the house, why she got the house raided. Even though it's wrong, but we like, yo, Ham fucking her. She mad at him. Not settle. She mad. Whoever fucking her, nigga mad about it. She mad. She do some vindictive shit, get the house raided. Boom. Couple niggas go to jail. Hey, we mad. We know she a rat. We ain't fucking with them type of brothers no more. But OTF Vonnie father is a Muslim, love dirt or whatever. And he said that his son killed his nephew. Vaughn was his nephew. You know, him and Silk was like stepbrothers or something. So, for me being a hip hop head and being a hip hop personnel, I'm looking at it like, what the fuck, Vonnie? What the fuck, Vonnie? I don't understand, bro. I really don't. And I don't understand. I just don't believe it. I don't believe that Dirt. I don't know what to believe, bro. I don't believe the Dirt did no shit like that. But it's like, yo, these niggas is saying this shit, standing on this shit, playing with this shit, and that's about it. You get what I'm saying? So that's that on that. So I don't know what you think, Kenny. I'm gonna play a phone call. I'm gonna play let my people hear this. Cause this father says some wild shit. And you can't
fathers becoming chump ass niggas all of a sudden.
I mean, niggas fathers, man. I mean, my father, I ain't even gonna play with no fathers, man. Man, he Muslim right there. Like, I mean, he says Vonnie dad, Vonnie little Trench's News. With Trench's News, let's see what he had to say. I like what Act did because Trench's News, I don't know if he be playing, but Shorty said that he went with his son to get killed. Yeah, he went with his son to kill. His son went and paid for Vaughn to get cracked. Like they said, oh, that shit was a play. They said, why you think Lil Tim never went to jail for that shit? Nothing really happened to Rondo, but I said, hell no. Rondo cousin got killed, Lil Pop. So why would Dirt if Dirt put the money on Vaughn, why would he chase that man all around the country to kill him? And it ain't know that was a play. But from my understanding, Rondo ain't had nothing to do with it. He wasn't feeling the play.
I'm doing good, my brother. I'm on the live stream.
This is OTF Vonnie father talking to academic.
Hey, so by the way, shout out to Remo for actually putting us in contact. Remo's like a plug for a lot of stuff. Hey, so are you're OTF Vonnie's father?
Yes.
Like-
Unfortunately.
What do you mean unfortunate? You're his biological father.
Yeah, you break the code. You break the code. You know, blood don't make you family. Loyalty is what makes you family. Von's father was not my blood brother. We were brothers, and we would die for one another. No questions asked. No questions asked. He's born October 28th, 1974. I'm born September 28th, 1975. His parents are still living. They will let you know that I'm his only unbiological brother that they will ever call, that their mom and dad will verify this.
Okay.
That are still living. So that doesn't make you, as Noah said to his son from Noah's Ark, you are not of me. So there's certain things that you can do that can remove you from that.
Okay, so all right, so I have so many questions here because obviously we also just saw online different situation. A lot of people are talking about Queso's father and father betrayed his son. I was shocked. I heard a little snippet of what you were saying, and I was like, "Wait, is this Vonnie's father?"
This is what Islam says. I don't know nothing about Queso. This is what Islam says.
Okay, talk to me.
Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, or pay the family the blood money. They've had 5 years to rectify this. 5 years. They didn't do it. They didn't do it. And guess what? I came out and said, I was getting high, I was doing this, I'm doing it, I'm sorry. I'm on little Tim and Quando Rondo ass. I'm gonna clean their name up because you protect your brothers whether they right or whether they wrong. You cover your brother's faults because you don't want your sins to be exposed. But if you have been given the opportunity and time to rectify this and you ain't did it, fuck you. Period. That's it. There ain't nothing else to talk about. And whatever they get, whatever it is, it's what it is. I'm giving all to you. Everything. I got everything, and I got all the receipts. All of them.
Are you saying this in regards to your son, though?
I'm saying it to any Muslim that knew about this, that didn't fix this. He knew about it, and he didn't fix it. Dirk knew about it, and he didn't fix it.
Okay.
Dirk and Little Dirk knew about it, and they didn't fix it.
Okay, explain the situation as you know it, because I think a lot of people.
I mean, I'm gonna give you this. It's a back door, and I got all the pieces. That's all I'm gonna tell you. As Dirk asked Vonnie, "Is it open?" Vonnie told him it's off the hinges.
Wait. Are you talking about the death of Von, like King Von?
Listen very carefully. When the payment was made to Little Tim, the next day or the same day, Dirk asked Vonnie, "Was it open?" He asked him, "Was it open?" It was his exact words, "Was it open?" He told him it's off the hinges. Do you understand that?
I hear you. Are you insinuating that?
I'm not insinuating. I'm giving you facts.
But I'm asking you. Are you saying that Vonnie backdoor King Von? No way. That was right
You heard what I just said. Guess what? You need motive first, right? I got bankers. That'll testify that or will make a contract or make a statement to you and let you know. Yeah, this is that. Now you need motive first and foremost. I got text messages from the letting you know that who told on Dirk before, who told on Von before he died. Who doesn't want their friend to tell on them after they die and to free himself up? You've seen how Von looked at him in that courtroom. So this is what it is. I mean, this is what it is. We ain't got to go no further. Like I said, I got all the receipts. This is what it is. As I said, he asked him, "Was it open?" He told him it's off the hinges.
So you think that
we ain't no think. I'm willing to put my life on it because I'm speaking right now out loud to this. So I'm willing to die for this. If a person is killed for speaking the truth, he won. He won.
So you're saying that Dirk wanted?
Hey, well, I don't know why you kid is if you don't understand it. If you don't understand what I'm saying, you understand English. I said first we got to establish motive.
Why would Dirk want Von unalive?
Let me give you this. First of all, you didn't sign your rights over. You ain't in no slave 360 deal. First of all, you can't bring nobody into the business and they outpass. Hey, when I pass you up. Don't they cheap spot taking, do they?
That's an interesting thing.
Dude was a slave. He was signed to Coke Boys. He was a slave. Vaughn was no slave.
That's interesting. I did find out that Vaughn didn't have any contractual ties to Dirk, which was interesting.
Come on, man. He wasn't even signed to him. If how's this his friend? He lied on Breakfast Club and said, "Hey, you think you're jury on it? He doesn't have an attorney. He had a public defender. How? And I get $300,000 worth of jury on a lawyer for a murder case ain't gonna be no more than $50,000-$60,000. I got $300,000 worth of jury on, and you ain't got an attorney.
Wow.
But you my friend. Does that make any sense? You got street niggas that ain't got nowhere near that. They do what they gotta do to make sure that they people got attorneys.
How did Vonnie meet Vaughn then?
How did Vonnie meet? I sent her down there on him. He didn't know him from a can of paint. Vaughn knew my other sons. We got pictures with Vaughn and my other sons. When Vaughn's dad went and picked up my other sons, he never knew Vonnie at all. I dropped him off on him. He didn't know him at all. He trusted him because of me, because me and his daddy's relationship.
Okay.
He didn't know him from a can of paint. So for you to, I mean, listen, we doing too much right now. I trust me, Ad. Trust me.
Have you talked? When's the last time you talked to your son?
Yeah, he didn't respond no more after I sent him the text messages. I mean, because that's a tablet, so it's being monitored. So everything I said was being monitored. You know what I mean? So he got highly offended after I sent that, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Shit, if you gonna, and let me put this straight. I wouldn't even expose everything if they wouldn't have put that red emoji disrespecting my son. If he gonna be a rat, he gonna go and tell it all. If he gonna be a rat, he gonna go and tell it all. I wouldn't have never put all this out there. The whole city of Chicago know everything that I'm saying. The whole city of Chicago, everybody in O Block, everybody that know me know exactly what the fuck I've been. The whole city know it. But now it's known. It's all over. What did this if they ain't put that rat emoji on my son?
So you're saying that your son is not telling?
I don't know what the fuck he doing. I don't know what he doing.
People are saying he's telling. That's why they're putting their emoji.
I'm gonna give you this act. My son tricked the world. He tricked the world with Vaughn's murder. He tricked the world. He crashed. He this, that, and that. Now all of a sudden, this super duper smart. I call him steroids. This super duper smart motherfucker gonna use a company credit card to buy plane tickets for hitters, and they're gonna get it. Not on FaceTime. He say don't put no cards in my name. He gonna obviously got to be on a regular call if they got. He said don't put no stuff in my name. They laid the foundation for themselves to get picked up. They're going to get caught. This is a part of selling your soul. Jail is a part of the sacrifice. This is what homosexuality. This is what it is. Since when Donald Trump knows something about some NBA young boy? He ain't never been in the same room with him. How the fuck he get a pardon? How the fuck he get a pardon? You think Puffy ain't gonna get one?
Yeah.
And they've been in the same room together, several events. What the fuck you know about some NBA young boy? Come on, this shit is already. Trump told you better than anybody. It's fake news. Why every president gotta go bump their head, go to Israel to bump their head on the Jewish wall? The Jews run the world. It's sports and entertainment. They run everything. They run the court system. You always hear if you got a Jewish lawyer, you can beat the case. They run the world.
If your son calls you and says, "Pops, they gonna let me out, but I gotta tell on Dirk. Should I do it?" What would you tell him?
Never been blurry.
What the fuck I give a fuck about somebody because everything you did. My son ain't no motherfucking rapper. My son ain't tell on Vaughn. What the fuck you mean? Is that something to even ask? Is that something to even ask?
So you would tell
you got rid of blood. You got rid of family for somebody that didn't. You got rid of somebody that put you on millions. He put my son on millions and millions of dollars because of me. Not because of Dirk, but because of me. So that ain't nothing to talk about. But guess what? He won't tell on Dirk because guess what? He's a part of this shit too. He's a part of it too. Woody told on Thug, but did it hurt him? Did Woody hurt Thug?
Yeah, nigga Thug got 50 years for things.
He didn't at all, did he? And guess what? Woody and Thug still cool. Y'all will never know it. They still cool. It's just what it is. We got to have a fall guy. We got to have a bad guy. This, that, other. And they putting it on whether they do it to Didi or whether they do it to my son. But guess what? Whether everybody get probation or whatever the case may be, whether they sick for 5, 6 years or
Them
whatever.
niggas going to prison. Ain't no motherfucking probation with the feds,
Guess
man.
what? Dirk is sitting in jail for doing get back for King Von. He could have never had to do nothing to do with King Von. So this clears his image up for that. Fuck, he had something to do with King Von and he's sitting in jail. But guess what? Lil Tim nor Quando Rondo died, did they? I guarantee you, Lil Pab's family smells something fishy about his death. And I guarantee you, Lil Pab and Quando Rondo are not blood related. Because I can't see nobody taking out their own people. Not to say that it doesn't happen. But I guarantee you they're not blood related. And I guarantee you, Lil Pab's family smells something fishy about it. It's a fact.
So wait. So I'm seeing the headline says you're saying that Bonnie orchestrated the Pob thing. Do you believe that?
I mean, I don't know. This is what the paper says. I don't know nothing about that. I'm just saying what what they're saying. I don't know anything about that. What I know about is Vaughn. I don't know about the Pap. I just know what the headlines say, that he went and did this, and he went and did that, and he went and did. This is what I know. Hey, I can't speak on that.
If you're his father, do you take responsibility? Like, yo, man, I should have kept him out of the street, show him a different way.
Let me tell you this. I'm gonna tell you what I told, whether or not Trenches News put it out or not. I picked his mama. He didn't have nothing to do with that. I abandoned him. I didn't raise him. You understand me? So I didn't get a chance to put my principles and my morals and my values in him. He ain't had nothing to do with it. So I got to accept first responsibility. I got to accept it. He didn't ask to be here.
So you said mama was the problem.
I mean, listen.
I ain't taking responsibility for my son being a rat. You is.
You
taking responsibility for your son being a rat?
So I ain't going.
I ain't doing that. I don't know. I might say, yo, like my brother.
Something that whether it's for you or against you. Whether it's for you or against you, the first thing, did you raise him? No, you didn't. Okay. What you talking about then? But guess what? You're still supposed to know right from wrong. You still supposed to know, man, this is your family. This is what it is. And then fuck all that. Fuck all that. None of this would have took place if it wasn't for me. And you leave me fucked up. You ride for all these millions and you leave me fucked up. You don't make something up and say, Dad, my trucking company took off or my Bitcoin took off. Here go a meal. Here go this. Here go that. Pay me back.
He had to give you a couple $100,000. Stop that. Come on.
Listen.
You tell me that Bonnie was on private jets with Lil Durk and he ain't told you how to live like this. Stop.
Look.
Listen.
Like, I don't
This
know
is
why
facts.
my
I
shit.
swear by Allah can take my soul and never give me paradise. If anything, I'm telling you, it's a lie.
Yo.
Don't let me be able to retract this on the day of judgment.
We try our best with
Don't let me be able to retract this on the day of judgment. If anything that I tell you was a lie, I swear by Allah. Like I said,
I'm
dirty.
getting mad.
I don't know what the fuck the industry tell them don't take care of their people. I don't know what the fuck they do.
I don't know what they doing
But
to
this is
me,
just
y'all,
what it is.
but
So,
I do not
it's
look
horrible.
clear.
It's
Oh,
horrible.
yeah, look a little.
Horrible.
I do not look clear.
Horrible. And guess what? What make it so bad?
Horrible.
I didn't ask to go. And I don't give a fuck what the world think. I didn't ask to go. Why the fuck you take me with you to go pay Lil Tim? I could have stayed in the motherfucking house.
Wait, you was with him?
Yes, I was with him, but I didn't know what the fuck the transaction was for. Of course, I didn't know what the fucking transaction was for. It's like I'm in the middle. Listen, it's like I'm in the middle of a fucking drug deal, but we don't get nothing back. And this is in April. We don't kill them till November.
Wait, hold on.
So yeah.
Are you saying you were with Bonnie?
We ain't finna do no more talking that. I just gave it to you. This what it is. I promise you this what it is. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm with him when we pass the bag. When we pass the bag, I'm with him. And I got a text message to Lil Tim once he did a video. Whenever he did his first video in September,
Candy Can, I don't know
I
why.
said, don't act like you like that. I was there when he was running from the police on the four-wheeler when you got the bag from Vaughn.
Listen, I do not YouTubers. All my YouTube people. This is like, I've been back, but it's like one of my official days back, and I really, really want to tap in with y'all. I really, really want to give y'all content for hours, but my stuff is just like, I don't understand, bro. It's never been this clarity before, and it has to be something wrong with the server. It can't be me. Can people, if right now, in the comment box, let me know, am I clear? Because I know my video should have went up more than this. I might have to go down and come back on. I didn't want to do that because I have one link up, but I'm gonna have to. I don't like the clarity, and I'm looking at it on 3 different devices. It's not right. Oh man, it's not right. What the hell I do wrong? I never did nothing wrong. It shouldn't be like this. It really should. It really should. Hit that notification. I don't know. Maybe it'll get better with time, man. Maybe it'll get. Maybe I need to clean up in the stew. You heard me? Maybe I need to clean up. This is the first time y'all seen shit like this, right? This motherfucker usually spotless, and I got hella new art. Man. I had to go get my man Mike Tyson putting something to sleep. I think I got an art piece. I got Wiz Khalifa. I got 3-6 Mafia posters. I know that's super dope. I know y'all don't kill him. And then I'm about to tattoo that up. So when y'all see me, all that's about to be tatted up the ceiling. There's gonna be a bunch of stuff on the ceiling. It's just gonna be all marked up for the content creators. And again, Raw Dope Studio is opening it up. It's official this month, but probably, man, we had to push back to maybe the top of September after Labor Day. I don't know. I'm not sure, but getting with the team, we discussing it, but everything's in the makings. But I really wanted to cover this, tonight. I put on the thumbnail the mass shooting in Baltimore. So if you've been tapped in with me, I think BBDD been tapped in with me the whole time. A mass shooting in Baltimore, and I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Rest in peace, man. I have to do a moment of silence. The fella that passed away from Park Heights, on Queensbury, I knew him. A good friend of my family's, to be honest with you, a real good friend of the family. He tragically lost his life. I don't want to speak too much of it because it's fresh. And if you're from the ghettos of America, the real ghettos and the real street, murder a tough thing to digest. And when somebody, of that influence, of that respect, and that honorable passes away, it's not meant for, it ain't meant to talk about it because, things go down in the urban community, in the underground world, to be not televised. We just want to say, for the other, it was 6 people shot, 1 was killed, from my understanding, and that person that passed away is definitely a good friend of my family's. I can honestly say that he's a homeboy of mine. I can't say that he's a friend of mine because we didn't kick it, but we had a great mutual respect. Every time we see each other, it was a dap down. What's up? What's going on with you, boy? How you been? Bro always kept a good smile on his face, and just to see bro, lose his life, bro, just sitting back eating crabs and just stopping in the ghetto, let you know sometimes to stop. I do it. I am guilty of it myself. I am so guilty of it. But I tell people this all the time, yo. Put it like this: I wouldn't have been eating my food. I like to stop through. Anything can happen in the New York minute, but I like to stop through, maybe put half a blunt in me, keep it moving, watch my salon. I don't get too relaxed, and it ain't nothing going on. Ain't like my guys beefing or nothing, but it's just like when you in the ghetto and you in the streets, anything can happen in the New York second. Everybody knows that. Anybody know that, bro. I don't care if you're in Newark, New Jersey, New York, Atlanta, Miami, Baltimore, DC. When you in somebody's trenches, anything can happen. And don't mean that you was beefing with nobody. You had something to do with it. Somebody target you, bro. It is over. This is a real thing. The wrong place at the wrong time, bro. It's a lot of people that's in the funeral homes for the wrong place at the wrong time, just at a block party, a get together, enjoying themselves, end up dead. Yeah. And I know you got all those ignorant people that get online. People die downtown, not like in the ghetto. How many niggas got killed in front of the Meyerhoff Symphony Hall? Tell me. Man, people really got killed in front of the Baltimore Arena. Like, for real. I'm just being honest. I'm not saying nobody never got hit, but it's not gonna keep happening. How many people you see get killed on Morgan State campus? How many people you see cop that stay there the harder? Hey, if anybody want to tell you the toughest college in Maryland, will have to be Coppin State, my nigga. Coppin State is the toughest college in Baltimore, Maryland. God damn it, Coppin State might be the toughest college in Maryland.
University of North Avenue.
The University of North Avenue. If you go to Cotton State and graduate and live on campus, general, sister, brother, queen or king, I give you your props. I give you your props. I give you your props. You a tough motherfucker going to Cotton State, Jack. Cotton State in the smack of the ghetto. The heart of the ghetto. The liberty in the ghetto. And don't get it fucked up. They brought a lot of shit and dudes don't go over. I don't know because I didn't grow up down North Avenue. But if I grew up down North Avenue in that vicinity, Cotton State would be a hanging spot for me. I'm just sorry. It get hot. We going over Cotton. Because at colleges, they can't tell you whether you go to school or not. Hey, man, I left my ID. I'm going to class. Let me in. Real shit. But it's probably a serious offense. You probably get prosecuted to the highest of the level. You know what I'm saying? Cotton State, boy. I remember we little. 17, 18 with little cars or stolos. We used to go down Cotton State. Go down Cotton State. You know what I mean? Little licks, Cotton State. Like, and then it's crazy because back in the day, Cotton State was right across the street from where they had the best stuff that grew out the earth. It was a hell of a weed block right there. So, hey, if you're a college student, you ain't had to go far for your bud. That had to be cool as shit if you really into Trump. Come out of college and really walk to the weed script. What you think? That's cool as fuck, right? Like a weed head would think. So I'm like, damn, the weed's right here. Cool. Only thing is like when they hungry. Then again, if you go to Cotton, you hungry, you can go in Montgomery, so you won't get bothered. If you it's Cotton kind of cool now that you think about it. Yeah, but I'm just saying, but what I'm saying though, back in the day with Cotton was pretty fucking cool because if you was hungry, you could literally walk over to the mall. It's not a far walk. If you wanted something to smoke, you could literally walk across the street. It's not a far walk. You could just go back on campus. You know what I mean? Hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. But we just tapping in mass shooting in Baltimore. 5 injured, 1 passed away. It was a 5-year-old girl involved. She got shot in the hand. Non-life threatening injuries to that beautiful princess, but I'm sorry that she had to witness that type of trauma. OT in a month of in the last 30 days, we have watched fathers, 2 fathers with 2 notable people. OTF Vonnie's a notable star. I fuck with Vonnie and the whole OTF movement, so I'm never on no fuck shit, fake shit, old fools with him. But this is one of them things that Dirt EO and Vonnie know just going to hit the internet real hard. His father making a statement saying that them people killed Vaughn is vicious to me, bro. It's vicious to me, bro. Like, yo, Queso father sent him to prison. You know, got on the stand knowing his son facing that elbow. He ain't had no remorse, dropped the chair and went on forward with it. He didn't even rekindle his statement. He didn't even try to pull a Woody. And Queso go to jail for the rest of his life, but for them to say that Dirt and them killed King Von is vicious, bro. It's vicious. And keep it real. I fuck with Dirt. Like, I'm a huge fan of Lil Dirt. You feel me? Schmirk, you know what I mean, had no flaw on his name. But it has been little birds whispering saying they I remember Von people saying something like Dirt and them had Von killed. Niggas broke in Von house soon as that he got killed, ran through his clothes and shit. Yeah, I mean that's normal shit, but it was I think that was real bothering because they said that Vonnie came in the house and went for some hard drives or some stuff. But, you know, they went in the man's house right after he was killed. Now, what I would say to you is somebody going to somebody's house that got killed. That just say, for instance, you knew a big dope boy. He lived around our neighborhood. And, you know, it heard, you know, he got killed and nobody came in his house. Dude's going to go in his house because he not from around here and dudes don't care. But the rumors were said dudes didn't go in his house. His niggas went in his house. So that is fucked up. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, his father's about to tell you, your man get killed and your man is the bag. Like Vaughn getting killed, a lot of niggas become unemployed. So when he get killed, I don't think the first thing, and we in Atlanta, so he a victim. We not the fucking suspects. So I wouldn't have been running in this house. You go running in the nigga house if he got locked up and the police about to come. So you get what I'm saying? But just going to the nigga house, I'm too hurt about my man to even be worrying about what's in his house. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. So if he said they did that, so it was a lot of speculations going on. But me as a content creator, I never believed none of it. I never believed the speculations. I never believed it because I'm like dirt too solid, and them niggas hurt about that, and they riding, and somebody lost their life in retaliation. So I'm confused. Like if you drop the bag on somebody, you gonna go that hard to retaliate on the people that did it to prove a point, man. If you had them whack, you don't got. I'm confused. Like I said, I don't know. I'm Muslim. I ain't the best Muslim, but OTF Vonnie forever, bro. Like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? This shit, like I told you, hip hop started to be like the fucking WWE. It's just starting to be so WrestleMania, so bunkhouse stampede-ish. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. I don't know. Why would you just come out and say this? But he said because Vonnie got the bag and ain't look out for his family. That ain't good enough reason to tell on him, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. That ain't no good enough reason to tell him. That ain't good enough reason to tell him because he ain't look out for the family.
Man don't owe you nothing. If they do
Man don't owe you nothing,
that's
yeah.
cool. But if they don't, you can't be sitting around like a bitter bitch.
Yeah, can't be sitting around like a bitter bitch. Yeah, pocket watching like that shit. That's how and that's why I came up, bro. We ain't really care if a nigga had it. Either you was gonna take it from him or you just wasn't gonna fuck with him. It ain't no keep being mad about no other nigga, getting no money. We ain't mad about that at all. You want to take it or you let him be. That's it. It ain't no pros and cons in it. Oh, damn, man, it still was happy ending.
I don't know, but we ain't getting nothing back. We ain't getting nothing back. This is April. We don't kill him to November, but guess what? My son ain't gonna remember this. I'm not from Atlanta. I'm not from Georgia. It's April. How the fuck everything that I'm going through? How the fuck I'm gonna remember on one day? What something did?
If this is true, why not help your son cover it up?
The fuck I'm gonna cover it up for? What the fuck I'm gonna give a fuck about somebody you went against family for these bitch motherfuckers, and then you left your daddy and your family fucked up. Only person benefit off this shit is you and your mama. Nigga, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck, I'm gonna cover up something for a motherfucker you got out on family. This some table shit.
What the fuck are you talking about? Why the fuck you supposed to give a fuck about you being raised?
I think his father was a hitter though.
Man, come on, man.
I think his father
This ain't that.
I think his father, like, he say that him and King Von father was man. I think his father, like, before this shit, I think his father was like a solid nigga. So I think, like, when he got in contact, when he was down OTF, and they was giving him some money, you know what I'm saying? I don't know the significance, but in one sense, he's saying he didn't raise him. In one sense, he's saying, yo, he ain't look out, only even look out for him and his mother. Like, I'm confused. That's why I said this shit get
He's saying he put him
motherfuckers ain't fixing. Fuck you.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you. You had 5 years to do it.
But
5 years to do it. You ain't did shit.
Why you get mad? Because you ain't never did
and Church's News ain't let out the whole text message. He ain't let out the whole thing.
Yeah,
I guarantee you the whole text message is gonna come out.
You mad?
And it's deep. It's deep, and I got receipts.
Yeah, so you're telling me that your son slimed out King Von for Lil Durk? Because it's unbelievable. It's somebody sent me something saying that King Von's cousin Balo actually said the same thing.
Let me give you this.
You know who Balo is?
Let me of course. Let me tell you this, Aaron. You think I want this fucking shit to be true? You think I want it to be true? Are you out of your fucking mind?
Hey.
You think I want it to be true? Hell no, I don't want it to be true. This shit killing me.
Right.
It's killing me. Fuck, I'm gonna look at my motherfucking nephew's killer in the face and can't cut his head off. How? You know how much torture that is? You know how much torture it is just knowing a motherfucker took me with him to go play the hitters? How much respect you got for me? None. So guess what?
That's some true shit right there, though.
I
don't know. I can feel that. If this true, I can feel that. Nigga, you took me to go get niggas to kill my nephew, nigga.
I ain't had nothing to do with nothing. You know, I know what's up for real. You know what I'm saying? Got to get rid of me. I know everything. Got to. I know everything. Everything. But guess what? Like I said, if a person is killed for the truth, they won. I don't live for this life. I live for the next life. I'm a Muslim. I say, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. There is no God but God, and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu is his last final prophet and message.
May be peace and blessings be upon him.
My nephew died Muslim. Vaughn died on a Friday. Vaughn died at the time of Tahajjud. When we poured into the cemetery, it was a clear day. It started raining. These are all clear signs that you are shaheed. And shaheed means you can bring 72 close friends and family members into paradise with no questions asked. With no questions asked. I don't give a fuck if they open up churches, they strippers, they this. You can bring 72 close friends and family members into paradise with no questions asked. The world called him a serial killer. It ain't about what the world perceives of you. It's about what God perceives of you. This
Yo,
is
Rock, I'm on
assessment.
YouTube.
This is what it's about. And it ain't a Muslim in the world. Listen very carefully. There's not a Muslim in the world that knows their religion. It's not going to tell you Vaughn didn't win.
And by the way, somebody said that Vonnie's mom says you're a liar, and she wants to come on here and refute.
I mean, of course she does. You can let her. You can let her. Who gives a fuck? That's what she's supposed to. A mother don't protect their child, whether he right or wrong. That's what they're supposed to do.
Do you have a relationship with her or no?
Come on, man. Listen, I'm not even gonna talk about her because I ain't got the right. She already called my mom and said she gonna put a cease and desist and some bullshit like that on me. So I'm not even gonna talk about it. That ain't even nothing to talk about. That ain't nothing to talk about. A mother gonna protect their child whether they right or they wrong. You come out the mother's womb. You understand? The mother gonna love. That's who they are. God created them that way. They're emotional creatures. They for their child.
True.
They created emotional. The father going to use wisdom. The woman acts out of emotion.
Hey, give me a little bit of background on your son. Is your son was he like? Did he grow up in the streets? Was he like?
No, man. My son is listen. His nickname. My friends call him steroids. He's me on steroids. He dot his I's and cross his T's. He's a bad, but he don't have my heart. He's cold-blooded. That man is nasty. The DNA records, I call all my baby mamas cheating. I didn't catch him literally with a man in the bedroom, but getting dropped off or whatever the case may be. So I got a blood test on all my kids.
One of them ones. I know one of them ones. You smart.
This little dude, he came back 99.9. He came back 99.9.9.9.9. His daddy. Everybody that meet him, those sons just like you walk, even leg messed up like mine, everything. But guess what? I want to be forgiven. So that means I have to forgive. You understand me? There's no problem with forgiving my son, but you got to make it right. So ain't nobody perfect. No human being is perfect. God said he would destroy all of mankind if no one was sin, just to bring back a people who would ask him for forgiveness.
Let me see on your phone.
I want to be forgiven. So how can who am I to say I ain't gonna forgive? But you ain't gonna rob my nephew, take his life, and you and your family live happy ever after, and your sisters, your brothers, and everybody fucked up. Mona Duke get killed. Mona Duke and Young and get killed at the pork chop launch, and these people that took Vaughn away from the block, and a motherfucker said, "You don't never confess your sins. You don't never confess your sins. You confess your sins to God." But guess what? I'm gonna make sure somebody on the block straight. So when motherfuckers do have birthdays, motherfuckers can pop out of town and this, that, and other. So everybody on the block fucked up. Everybody on the block fucked up. You think Duke wants to celebrate his birthday in Chicago? You think the Glees want to celebrate his birthday in Chicago? Hell, motherfucking no, they did. He took out the bread with him, and you don't make sure nobody on the block good. You a piece of shit. You a piece of shit. I don't believe they let him come disrespect the mural and take a picture in front of the mural. What the fuck is this? I thought y'all niggas was real deal steppers. And y'all know what the fuck going on.
So somebody said that, based on the people who got locked up in this.
I mean, if his son did the wild shit they said he did,
they said Vonnie is the least likely to ever flip because he's the most solid. They're saying that this doesn't stop.
Okay, who gives a fuck? I don't even give a fuck about him. How the fuck is he solid and he took me with him to go pay motherfucking little Tim? Do that sound solid to you? Fuck you mean? How is that solid? He is solid and loyal to the wrong people. Like I said, you get the full text message, you will see what it say. Once the full text message come out, you will see what it say.
Did you ask him why you was paying him? Like, hey, well, why are you?
No, I didn't listen. I don't ask no questions. My son tell me, come on, let's go. Fuck, I'm asking questions for. Yeah, that's probably wrong as a dad, but I'm a strict dude. So hey, come on, I know we take care of business for Vaughn or whatever the case. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know what is going on. But I didn't know that this is what this transaction was for. But like I said, it's like we're in the middle of a fucking drug deal. But we don't get nothing in return. We passed off a bag of money and we don't get nothing in return. I don't ask no questions either. But you'll never forget that little ugly black motherfucker's face, ever. And then, like I said, just so happened he happened to be running from the police on the four-wheeler. Tell him crazy, he running from the police on the four-wheeler. That's what he said, you understand me? So that was for me to catch it. That was for me to catch it.
So, somebody said that you're not telling the truth on the IG.
I mean, everybody's supposed to say that. Everybody's supposed to say that.
They're saying on the IG Live, they said that when Vaughn was alive and Vonnie was around him, they said that, they dropped off money to like Vonnie's dad, which is you. So he been giving you money. You just capping like
man, stop it. Who gives a fuck what they say? We don't care what the fuck they say. I got receipts. Fuck anybody.
He never gave you no money.
Man, listen very carefully. Listen very carefully. I am stuck on.
You got a bunskin? All right, see me like. I got the fake. Yo, that shit deep, y'all. What y'all think, man? My clarity is bad.
I don't know, so let's see where this shit. Let's say my son did some fucked up shit like I is supposed to be cousin whack.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna be mad, but realistically, that was my man's son, and I ain't raised you. That really ain't your niggas in them like that.
You could look at it like that.
So him taking sides and fucking with Dirk and them, that's who he chose to be on the side with, not the people you put him around. He don't fuck with you like that, Pops. You wasn't in his life. That's what I'm comprehending. I was mad because they start doing good and he ain't look out for. That's how it sounded to me. He sounded like a bit of woman.
True.
That's how it'll fall. Might have used to been thorough back in the day, but he's just a chump now. Because even if it's true, why are you on the internet talking about it? Why? You 50, 60 years old or something.
I'll
He that I done did.
Talking about the dumb shit your son did.
Come find out later on. He called my son. Hey, I'm tripping, talking about motherfucker ain't gave him no money, this, that, and other. Or whatever, what you think I should give him? 15, 20,000, something like that. And he told him 15,000, my son, 15,000. And I said, is this for me or for the bills? He said, that's for you, Unc. And Muwap can verify that because he was in the car with him. He bought one of the Rolls Royce, $250,000 deposit. We couldn't get the car, this, that, and other. I got the bank statement showing that I sent $150,000 back to. Listen, I ain't got to explain this shit. Fuck all that. Fuck what anybody say. They can kiss my ass. What I'm telling you is the truth. Fuck them. Fuck them. Period. Fuck them. We ain't got to explain to them. What it is what it is. I don't give a fuck if he gave me 20 million. If he gave me 20 million, goddamn it, I know I wouldn't met motherfucking little Timmy pass in my motherfucking bag, and just so happened it's the same person that killed my motherfucking nephew. So whether or not it was the bag of money was for a feature or whatever the fuck it was for, I don't know what it was for. But common sense will tell you that this is what the fuck it was for. And we pulling up and we riding with guns and shit like that to go take the money, just in case he backdoor him and kill him and take the money and don't do shit. I'm assuming that that's what it's for. I don't know what the money was for. But common sense will tell you that this is what the fuck it was for. Anytime this is the same person that's accused of has killed him. How the fuck everybody else get shot in the motherfucking middle of the street? This nigga laying on the ground the whole motherfucking time with a gun and never get shot. How the fuck is Atlanta police securing a motherfucking place that's illegally open because a shooting happened there prior to? How the fuck is off-duty cops sitting there in a motherfucking squad car? They off-duty. What the fuck they in the squad car for? This is simple. Who the fuck gonna jump out shooting the motherfucking gun? Police less than 5 feet of fucking away from them. Who gonna jump out shooting the gun? Unless the motherfucker killing their mama with a gun. We talking about a fist fight. Who gonna jump out blowing unless they know everybody good? Who gonna jump out blowing? You got your whole old block entourage because guess what? Because everybody was disarmed. But guess what Slutty said? Shit, fuck that. I'm making sure folks get in the motherfucking club. For y'all take my motherfucking pistol off me. And that's the same fucking thing Memo probably would have did if he was there too, because you can't control them. Now, I'm gonna make sure folks get inside the club first. And then when it's time for him to come out, I'm gonna meet him at the door with that pipe and make sure he get in that motherfucker. And KJ, the motherfucking bodyguard, there's plenty of pictures out here. This motherfucker ain't got no bulletproof vest on. When we was shooting G Herbo video shoot with him and G Herbo, with Vaughn and G Herbo when they shot him in the school, I pull up on KJ, I say, stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. So what you mean by that? I said, where your bulletproof vest at? You ain't taking no little old lady to go pick up a check from the bank. This motherfucker wanted about everybody in the city of Chicago. Do you perform better with a vest on, without a vest on? Oh, I'm going to perform the same way. I said, you got a wife and kids? Yeah, I got a girl. I said, how much you get paid? $400. And you telling me you finna put your life on the line for $400 a motherfucking night? And you ain't got no motherfucking vest on? But guess what? I got pictures of him in Atlanta with no vest on, picture in O-Block with no vest on. This particular night, this motherfucker got a vest on. Why? Why you get out of character? I'm gonna have a motherfucking vest on in O-Block and everywhere in Chicago.
Yeah.
A line maybe not, because he ain't got no ops there.
Yeah.
But this particular night, you got on the motherfucking vest? Why? Why? And you ain't got a vest on in O-Block? And then once I told him you stay ready and get it ready, this motherfucker still ain't got his vest on. I had to wait 30 minutes once I see him again, he still ain't got him. Go get your motherfucking vest. This night he got it on? Come on, man. Garbage.
Wow. What's your relationship with? It don't seem like you have a relationship with Dirk. I feel like your relationship was with.
Hey, come on, man. Listen, man. I'm gonna tell you this. This real talk. Their father was in their ear, but I was in their ear more than their father for them to even become Muslim. I didn't have a relationship really with Dirk. My relationship was with D-Thang. I love him for real. Let me show you how Allah is. For a person who you want to see gone, because guess what? Common sense says this. My brother's a musician. You focus on your craft. I got this street shit. This is common sense. What the fuck I'm gonna have you involved with street shit for? And you focus on your craft. I'm gonna handle all the street shit. So once you want a motherfucker gone, and once a lot, now you making prayer and asking a lot to forgive them. This is what I do on regular. I ask a lot to forgive D-Thang. I'm a regular. This is how real Islam is. How can you want to see somebody gone, and then once they gone, he's asking God to forgive them? Islam is real. Islam is real, and I'm gonna say this. Everyone who they say my nephew did something to, I don't know if it's true or not, I pray for them, but I'm careful. I say if forgiveness is permitted for them, Allah, grant them forgiveness. But if nothing else, guide their children and family to Islam. I swear by Allah, this is what I do.
I tend to not
for the people that my nephew may have done something to, and his associates and Muslims that I know they died. Make sure that the people that they may have did something to, give them forgiveness if it's applicable to them. But if nothing else, guide their children and families to Islam. Period. This is what I do. I can't ask God for forgiveness for mine and don't give a fuck about the other families and people that been hurt. I'm a piece of shit then. I got to ask for forgiveness for everybody. Right.
Hey, by the way, do you think that Muwaf knew that, knew?
Hell no, he didn't know. Hell no, he didn't know.
And he ain't gonna play with Muwaf.
Told me. As soon as I got to Atlanta, the next day I'm in the kitchen. He said, where you was at? Where you was at, He said, when you tell him to move, he move. That's what he said to me. This is what Wap said to me. Wap was never, and nobody know nothing about her. Nothing that I know of. You know what I mean? I smell one or two rats in the situation, but I ain't gonna speak about them right now. You know what I mean? It's what it is, and there ain't no need for me to speak about it. You know what I mean? Because what's done is done. Like I said, at the end of the day, if it's about Von, if it's really, really about Von, but somebody told me the other day what it really is about. My friend called me from jail. He said, it ain't about Von, it's about Silk. This ain't about Von, this is about Silk. This is about your brother's son who you sent somewhere for protection and end up turning. He said, this ain't about Von, it's about Silk. And I said, you know what? I never processed it like that. This is what this is. This ain't about Von. It's about my brother. That's what this is about. This ain't about Von. Because Von won, I promise you he won. And like I said, with me knowing, and I just told you, so with 2 billion Muslims in the world, and of those that know their religion for real, not one of them is going to tell you that he lost. They're going to tell you he won. So if it's about the victim won. So what? You mad, because you got cut out the money? Yeah, I put a lot of work and hard time and effort into this to make sure everything is good. Yes, I did. And guess what? No one can take from you what's meant for you to have, and no one can give you what's not meant for you to have. And a lot of them won't me with none of that money with blood on it. You understand me? That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. And off life because I got money and woo. I would have never even seen the play. They kept me away from that. Allah revealed everything to me. I wasn't there 2 days. I'll tell you this, how real this is. Let me give you how real this is. As soon as I found out the word, boom, boom, I drive there. I don't have a change of clothes or nothing. I listen to Quran all the way to Allah. When I get to them niggas to drop the car, these motherfuckers listening to Jay-Z. Huh? What the fuck is going on? How can you listen to anything? I'm numb. I didn't answer my phone for days. How the fuck is you listening to some fucking Jay-Z? He ain't been dead 72 hours. So I smelled the rat there. There's no way you can listen to some fucking music and something tragic like this just happened. Okay.
Talking about?
No, he ain't tripping. You ain't heard what he said. He said that he drove from when he found out Vaughn got killed in Atlanta. He drove from Chicago to Atlanta playing nothing but the Quran because he Muslim. When he popped up at the spot where all them niggas at, they got Jay-Z turned up loud and party. And he's thinking like, how the fuck is y'all niggas got the music on and Vaughn just got killed last night? You get what I'm saying? That's what he's saying. He ain't no joking that. Like, how the fuck is niggas chilling and the fucking your head star, your label just got smoked by another alleged rapper? He like, how niggas listening to music?
What they supposed to just sitting there crying or something? Or
hell yeah, I'm gonna be crying, nigga. Kill my motherfucking man. I ain't think listen to what. If anything, it's gonna be playing motherfucking murder on my mind. I'm not playing no music, yo, my man. Like, you just got smoked. I'm not throwing it.
I grab a black t-shirt out the box.
I can't
Black
throw it.
t-shirt on the wrong side.
Yeah, you gonna be playing Mini Man.
Guess what that black t-shirt say?
Yeah, it ain't what I don't think it's about the music. It's what a nigga playing. And nigga thinking, man, I ain't gonna lie, boy. Jay-Z shit some hard and shit. They young niggas. Yeah, hustling shit. Yeah, so what you talking about hustling shit when it's murder?
I can't lie and say I caught it then. But I guarantee you I
I
got that
don't,
shirt
but
on.
I'm just saying, bro, I ain't gonna play niggas. Listen, yo, all jokes aside, my brother got killed. I wasn't listening to no music. So I understand that. Nobody, when I pulled up with my brothers, they wasn't listening to no fucking rap. No, it was silent in the house. And niggas had business in there. So I feel them on that. Other niggas might start listening to music and dancing and beating on the table. Anytime I send a nigga get killed, it's silence. He just got killed. It's not 4 days later. I just
a lot of guys.
no. No, take no couple days from Chicago to him. No, he said it was like a couple days after the fact, but still, bro, I don't know, yo. Like I'm saying, just think about it. What I'm saying is, Vaughn was a big murder, bro. Like this ain't like a regular. Do you think a big
is a big murder to the people who love him?
In this entire
yeah, but Vaughn
was a difference. He's no different than.
Guess what?
no, when we look at it.
He's no different.
No, what I'm saying, it is a difference. Because I ain't gonna hold you. It was 4 other niggas that got killed the night Vaughn got shot. You never heard their names. So yeah, you know what I mean.
That just make him more popular.
No, that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is they ain't lose one homeboy that night. They lost 5. So that makes it even worse. 5 niggas got smoked and niggas listen to Jay-Z. He just started Vaughn in there. 5 niggas got killed. Y'all go boy in there fighting for his life with blood in his head. I'm saying, yo, you can't sit up there and say, as a man, yo, ain't nothing wrong with niggas listening to music. You can't say they ain't hurt. But also, you can feel a nigga when they say, man, I walked in that motherfucker, them bitch ass niggas was listening to Jay-Z. I feel both things. Nigga, we gonna ride, we listen to Jay-Z. And he feeling like that. He an older nigga. Them niggas under 30. This man 40-some years old. He got a different mentality. He got an 80s and 90s mentality. Them niggas got a new 2000 mentality. So it's a 50-50. But then again, I'm feeling them because these niggas is fucking. Moowop ain't listening to no music. Did you hear about the nigga Moowop that got charged with duck murder? He said Moowop in the motherfucking kitchen going through it. Moowop like, where you was at? He said, since you walked in the kitchen, Moowop asked him, where you was at? Like, what the fuck, bro? These niggas like, yeah, bro. I just feel him, bro, because it's like, yo, come on, bro. But he basically saying, yo, I went and gave Lil Tim a bag of money before I got killed. I never knew why I was giving Tim the money. They said it was for the feature. No, it don't gotta be that, bro. It don't gotta be that, but I'm just saying, I listen, yo. I know. Looking at this internet shit, a lot of niggas do it for fame. And like I said, the man is on my wall, both of them. So don't ever act like I don't fuck with Vaughn and Dirt. I'm a real fan What I'm saying is, right, what I'm saying is, to me, from listening to their music and listen to their music and watch how they move, I'm not gonna get stuck on stupid with the nigga. The nigga could be lying. You know, the internet full of that shit. Well, all I'm saying is that one thing that stopped me out of every fucking thing that he said, because I don't give a fuck. He said, yo, we went and took Lord Tim a bag, right? This is listen to, because I listen to everything. We took Lord Tim a bag, cool. Don't know what the bag was for. Later that night, we took Tim a bag, meaning that Tim fucks with us. Meaning that Vonnie took him a bag to do whatever he did. We giving him money. All right, bet. Outside the club, Quando and Vaughn starts fighting. Tim jumps out the car and starts shooting at the same niggas that gave him a bag a couple days ago. That don't make sense. Now, I mean, all of us smart in here. That's all I'm saying. If I was on the jury, I'm just saying, damn, he got a point, because if y'all just gave this nigga a bag of money and them niggas out there fighting, no weapons drawn, no knives, they fist fighting, you jump out with murder on your mind.
We beefing now.
Yeah, we beefing, but no, but listen, hold on. No, Kenny, you missing the point. No, listen, let me get this. Let me repeat this. I gave you a bag of money yesterday. Listen, hold up. We're going to use Shazam. We pull up on George Gambino. We give him $50,000. George Gambino and goddamn, I'm going to use a name, and fucking GGL Slick starts fighting. Men fight, men bump heads. The nigga that we gave a bag to supposed to fuck with us because we paid him for something. But when he jumps out the car, he don't jump out to say what the fuck is going on. He jump out and start putting that gun on Vaughn. That's different, bro. That's all I'm saying. I'm not stupid. He jump out and just start shooting. We just gave you a bag of money yesterday. We supposed to be all right. The man just saying, yo, I just seen him get a nigga a bag of money. Now we fighting. He jump out with a gun. That don't make sense. Nah, but why would you? Well, yo, listen, yo, come on, yo. Yo, but NBA YoungBoy wasn't right there though. Yeah, but NBA YoungBoy wasn't right there though. So you gotta remember that, because he bigger than the clubs that they was in. Dirt wasn't right there. So the two niggas that got a beef wasn't right there. The up and coming niggas was right there. Vaughn and Quando. They start fighting. All I'm saying is, fuck that shit. They killed them or whatever happened. Why? Like he said, if I just gave you a bag of money yesterday, right? It's like me going out and me seeing on follow, paying for something, right? Me and motherfucking Leaky start fighting, fist fighting. Ain't no guns involved. We not biting them or nothing. Sing jumps out with a gun and starts shooting at us. How we ops? We wasn't ops. I just gave niggas some money yesterday, but nobody's got a gun. It's a fade. You jump out the car with murder on your mind. I ain't never seen that shit happen a day in my motherfucking life.
Yeah, I never understood that.
I ain't know. Yeah, that's all I needed to hear. I understood that.
Niggas was saying that's how the streets were.
Nah, hell no, that ain't how the motherfucking streets work. I thought that he started beating on Quando. Listen, before I heard about the money, I thought he started beating on Quando. Shorty jumped out the car, seen his cousin fighting, started busting at the niggas. That's what I thought happened. The uncle nigga saying that, all right, I went with that narrative. That's a fact. The uncle nigga saying, yo, we gave Lord Tim a bag of money. Right? That's all I'm saying. Gave Lord Tim a bag of money. Barney and them. This is our man that's fighting your man. Why would you jump out with a gun when we supposed to be cool because we did some business together? Even if we not friends, we got a clear understanding of business. So if you fighting a nigga, before I brandish my gun, I gotta make sure any killer or any street nigga, I gotta make sure there ain't no gun involved. Only reason why I'm brandishing the gun because I think y'all got a gun. Once I realize it's just a fight, I never seen a nigga just start shooting a motherfucker when it's just some fighting. No, nobody got a gun on night. We ready to beat these niggas the fuck up. Straight up, you jump out the car and get the cracking bomb and crack it. You shooting that bomb and shot everybody else up, and it's turned into a shootout, bro. That's some serious shit, bro. I just don't understand that to save my life. Me and this man go hella places. If I'm in the blacktop having a fade with an artist and with Chaz, me and Chaz supposed to be cool. And yesterday, Kenny dropped some money off to his fucking manager, and then they jump out the car and start shooting at me. That don't make no sense, bro. That don't something fishy right there. That's the only thing that the wild nigga saying that make me think like, dang, that's fishy right there. Why would you start jumping out, bro? And we doing business, and then if you jump and kill one of my mans, I need my money back. So it's bad for
Big
business.
for that. You mean, you
No, I
cheap.
know. I mean, yeah. But I'm saying, come on, man. Like that's different,
Matter
bro.
of fact, if I whack you right here now, I don't even gotta do the work for this break.
I mean, that's a fact. I'm just saying. I don't know what happened with the wild niggas, but that part right there, Vonnie father got some reasoning right there because that's different.
He lying about that, and they didn't give him no money. He said he got a paper trail. I want to see the paper trail. Where is the
He
money
said,
for the
"Oh,
money?
it's out there." Trenches News just said he putting bits and pieces out of it for content. Trenches News, the one who broke the story, the little nigga from Chicago, the word man. He been, and that's what he said. Trenches News ain't put it all out there. He got in text messages online with him telling Vonnie, "Yo, Abu and shit like that." It's more to the story. But what I'm saying is, nigga, it's a lot of shit a cold-blooded liar can make up. It's a lot of shit a dirty bitch can make up. But when you a lying motherfucker, he ain't showing his face. He don't have a podcast coming out. He ain't doing nothing, bro. It's not a Jaguar Wright situation. You get what I'm saying? It's not a Woody situation. This man ain't like.
No, but
but listen.
All he kept up, oh, he ain't look out for us. He ain't got us no money. We had to celebrate our birthdays in Chicago. He sounded like a girl.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is absolutely correct. But what I'm saying is a girl can be a girl, right? A girl can be a bitch ass nigga. A bitch ass nigga can be a bitch ass nigga. They can cry all they want. But when they got some evidence and start crying, that's dead. Fuck that. He said the feds came and talked to him and all that. But that's for sure.
Facts.
This
is facts.
He said it's
You know, fuck. This is what it is. This is real shit. I'm motherfuckers backdoor my motherfucker. My son might as well say it.
I'm talking about Von.
You know what I mean? Come on, man. This ain't that.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it real, yo.
Real.
Von was
It's
a big
real,
deal
man.
just to get
This
moped
real.
out
This
like
ain't
that.
no joke.
I ain't understand that either. Von the
It's
bag.
real.
Jim
Like
Jones
I
tell
said,
you
I be
niggas go
killing
hard for
myself.
that bag. Jimmy got
Killing
black eyes
myself
and some
behind
shit.
this
Nigga
shit.
gonna get, like you
But
said,
like I
nigga gonna
said,
get the bag
I
in the
mean,
club, bro.
I ain't got
Hell no, nigga don't play about no artists, bro.
Get back together. You know how hard it is to look at
That's
somebody.
serious.
You know what I'm saying?
That's serious. Von ain't even have a nigga to just say, watch out, Von. Like, that's serious, yo.
Because I know you ain't gonna never be comfortable. You understand what I'm saying?
I want to hear the
You know
story
he was
from people that was there.
It ain't different anymore, but this nigga snapping, chop my head off. Because he knows what's up for real. So you know he was uncomfortable like a motherfucker. You know that. No way he could ever be comfortable around me. Impossible. Impossible.
And do you have other kids? Or is he the only one?
Of course I do. Of course I do.
Is he the only, like, just like this loyal, like, selfish one?
I'll say this. I didn't know that about him. I promise you I didn't. I didn't know that about him.
You a father,
at
Ken?
all. You know what I mean? I didn't. You know what I mean? I didn't. So that's just what that is. I mean, I ain't no grandmother. Children into this. I ain't gonna do that. But I didn't know that about him. Honestly, I did. And like I said, I told my son, you point guard.
I know what the fuck
I'm too old for this shit. I do probably I do this. I don't do this music shit. I could have managed Von. He did this, and one of my friends. You told me, you need to get on top of this and take care of this. And he a kid, he don't know nothing. I said, my son got it. You know what I mean? He got it. You know what I mean? I know because I know he's smart. I know this is whether he gonna dot his eyes and cross his teeth, but I ain't had a chance to be around him and scan his heart because it's all about your heart. It ain't a person. It ain't a person. Anybody you ask about me, anybody you DM about me, and they say some bullshit about me, they better watch it. You hear what I just said? Anybody you DM about me, and they say something negative about me, they better watch it. This is a fact. Ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. But I try to treat people right. I try my best to try to treat people right. How the fuck is he doing this? Try my best. I ain't perfect.
Fuck that money. That money ain't that serious.
But guess what? You know right away when you coming to me.
I just don't see it. Like niggas know, like you got no live in Chicago. Like, then he not broke.
Hey, how's your relationship with
he sell properties and shit? What he's saying? Like he not broke.
What the fuck is wrong with it? We don't speak to each other. We was at my son's. He was what he was doing. I guess he was there for Brown ass then, and maybe even my son. We was at my son's hearing, and down in 219 when he first got arrested.
He said the dirt father.
We walked down the hallway. He said, "Man, where's the bathroom at?"
I said, there go one right there. There go the ladies' bathroom. You can use that one.
Oh shit!
He looked at me with one of those looks like, you motherfucker. You know what I mean? But that's what I told him. Straight like that. Wallahi, I said it to him. Just like that. Gave me one of them looks. But it is what it is.
Hey, aren't you in fear of your life though?
Listen, what did I just tell you? Can't nothing, no harm or might can touch you without Allah's permission. If it's written for me to go this way, it's written for me to go this way. Guess what? If you kill for speaking the truth, you won. I don't live for this life. I live for the next life. That's what I live for. You a fool if you only concerned with this and not concerned with where you going. You got a shoebox saved up for this life, but you ain't got no shoebox for the next life. And guess what? The punishment happens as soon as you hit the grave. As soon as you hit the grave, yeah, I'm a Christian. Yeah, I'm a Muslim. Yeah, I'm a Catholic. Guess what? You laughing at me in the month of Ramadan. You and God don't need you to fast, and it's hot outside. Y'all covering y'all body up. Y'all crazy. Just be good to people. No, Allah gonna give you what you deserve in this life because you're a good person. But when you hit that grave, you're gonna find out which way of life was right or wrong. You're gonna find out whether or not being a Christian was right, being a Muslim was right, or being a Catholic was right. As soon as you hit the dirt. Because if we gotta wait till Judgment Day to find out, that's not fair. That's not fair. God has to show you which way is right as soon as you hit the dirt. That's the only thing that's fair.
Oh, it's back.
That's the only thing. We're gonna wait till whenever the day of
Man,
Judgment
they
is.
played with me,
200,000 years from now. So you rest in peace. So you tell me a Catholic and a Catholic and a Muslim and a Christian, they die in a car accident, they all resting in peace. No, one of these ways of life gotta be correct. And if there is no information to show you which way of life is correct here on earth, everybody gotta go to heaven. And you ain't gotta be no brainiac to understand it. The Holy Quran is the owner's manual for the human being. Anything in life that has value to it has an owner's manual. The Holy Quran is the owner's manual for the human being.
Hey,
period.
Hey, has your son ever got you anything for Father's Day, bro?
We don't celebrate that bullshit. We don't celebrate that shit. My son, he ain't never, matter of fact, we don't celebrate that shit. You know what I mean? We don't celebrate that. That ain't that. Like I said, it's I'll say this. I mean, we don't do none of that, but just know this. When Ron was alive, Ron didn't even know it was my birthday or whatever the case may be, but my son knew it. He didn't do nothing for me. Not that I cared about it. You know what I mean? It's all good because I know everything's in the come. I know I'm gonna.
If he wasn't breaking it down,
listen, he don't. No, he don't. I don't know. Who spend their money on? My son?
Yeah. What
I don't know. It's probably all put up. He constantly make money. I don't know what the fuck he do. I can't answer that. I'm not gonna lie on him. I don't know. I don't know about none of that. I mean, his ex-girlfriend, T Styles, maybe you can get up with her. Maybe she'll tell you because.
Wait, what's her name?
T Styles. She's Cardi B friend. She Cardi B friend, T Styles. Now, when he FaceTimed me, this first time I'm hearing about it, woo, she don't know me from a can of paint. This lady said, your son is evil. Huh? You don't even know me. How you say this to a person's father? This your first time you meeting me over FaceTime and you say my son is evil? Hold on, what has he said? What has he done to you? What's going on? But that just show you what the fuck is going on. How is this the first thing you say to a person, Dad, you ain't never even met? Your son is evil. What the fuck? But like I said, I gotta accept full responsibility as well, even though you grown, you know right from wrong. But if you don't instill loyal principles and morals and principles into a kid when they're young, and who that come from. That's it should come from the mom and the dad. And if you just got one parent, that's why it's parenting. It takes two, not just one.
Hey, by the way,
not just.
Some people believe that, as you mentioned motive, they believe that, Dirk had some incentive or.
I mean, of course, everybody say that he got a lot of money from him. They said it was an insurance policy. Who knows? But just know this: Dirk brought him to the industry. He invited him to the industry. So therefore, if the record label gave him $4 million, you guarantee they had a life insurance policy on him for $40 million at least. We got to protect our investment. How are we gonna give him $4 million and we don't got no life insurance policy on him? That's the dumbest shit in the world. This motherfucker is a high risk. So I'm gonna give this man $4 million and I ain't got no life insurance policy on him. When I die, we get $40 million back. or whatever life insurance policy they had on. We know they had one on. So it's more beneficial for him to be dead than alive, especially if he didn't sell his soul and get a 360 deal where they getting all them pieces of shows and all this bullshit.
Yeah, that
so
makes
it's better
sense.
for him to be dead.
That makes sense.
Hey, do you regret, if you say you went with your son to pay the money, do you regret not stopping him or interfering?
I didn't know what the fuck the money was for.
If you didn't know what it was for, what would you have done?
He said, if I did know what it was for?
Yeah.
What the fuck you mean? He not finna let me know what it was for. Is you crazy? Did you hear what you just said?
No,
you just said to me. Listen to what you just said to me. Listen to what you just said to me. You said, if I knew what that payment was for, he could die right there. What the fuck you mean? My son would have died right there. Fuck you mean? He taking me with him and he gonna tell me, hey, this money is for me to pay Little Tim to kill Vaughn later on.
So did he listen to you? Like, if you told him,
what you mean listen to me? That wasn't something that was talked about because I didn't know what the fuck the payment was for.
No, I'm not saying you knew, but I'm saying in general, if you gave him advice to say, son,
hold on,
go this way.
Let me tell you this. He was so motherfucking cold. He took my advice for everything. He used my advice for about people. What you think about him? What you think about this? Because he know I assess. But he used my advice for his own good. Not assess, hey, man, we need to go buy some houses over here. No, he ain't going to listen to that. But he going to listen to me when he trying to find out something about somebody because he know I know how to assess the situation. What you think about this person? What you think about that? What you think about this? Because he know I know how to assess. But as far as listening to me, no. He ain't going to never listen to me because he got hated. You got to have hate. You got to hate your father anytime you take him with you to go make a payment and he didn't ask to go. You got to hate him. This is simple assessment. I didn't ask to go. He could have left me at home. But guess what? Like my man said, you know why he took you. If dude knew with the back door, he know you was going to get out. You ain't know what was going on, but you know you got to protect your son at all costs. That's why he took you with him.
That makes sense.
Simple.
Wow. That's crazy. Hey, did you hear this stuff about, you ever heard of this guy named OTF Jam?
Yeah, I heard about him.
They were saying he was the first cooperator.
I don't know. I've heard of him.
Yeah, they from Chicago.
Now they're trying to say your son is telling, but you're saying not for.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm telling you this.
I know every last one of them.
Everybody gonna come out okay. I know that much. You just think about it. When people want to talk and not let the government hear it, even though I think they can hear FaceTime calls. I think they can, but a lot of people say they can't hear FaceTime calls, right? Have you heard that?
Yeah, I've heard that before, yeah.
Okay, whether it's true or not, who knows? So now I'm going to have a message or send something or call and say, hey, don't put anything in my name. And they have this. What he said, don't put anything that comes back to me in my name, right? Something like that, right?
Yeah.
At a motherfucking
but this wasn't done over FaceTime audio or nothing like that. And you use a company credit card to buy plane tickets and do hotels and all this bullshit when the average low-life scammer knows to go get a prepaid debit card and load money upon it. You understand me? What you spend $5,000-$6,000 on plane tickets round trip? And you can go get a prepaid debit card for that. You use a company credit card. Then just so happened, this guy says, don't send nothing or tell anything linking back to my name. And you did it anyway. Come on, man. This shit Mickey Mouse. This shit bubblegum, man. This shit so simple. Einstein and missing and Bozo to get it. This shit garbage. Y'all can't see this unfolding right before y'all eyes. And it's coming out that, hey, this song that Dirk made with the guy screaming, this was recorded way before this fucking incident. Guess what? It's pre-planned. Everything is pre-planned.
Now that I fuck with him now.
Everything is pre-planned. I believe I've heard that this song was recorded before the shooting. When they got Quan Bowman and hollered, and that seems scripted. Come on, what type of shit is that? That sounds like theater. You don't know acting when you see it?
Hey, so Were you there for Bonnie's entire life, or did you spend some time in a jail or prison?
No, I was not there for his entire life. I was there a few years in his life, and that's it. I wasn't even there. None of his incarceration, none. I showed him in my phone. I had his inmate number and everything still in my phone. I still got it in my phone right now to today. But guess what? He knows this. Devon knew this. He could trust me with his life. And he know I ain't gonna do nothing to him or point him in the wrong direction. That's what he knew 1,000% for sure. And his mama tell you that. His mama tell you that. And anybody that was close to him for real, they'll tell you that. Who was his heart? Nuwap. They'll tell you who his heart was. Mona Lisa, they'll tell you who his heart was. You understand that? They'll let you know. Punk. They'll let you know. You go to O Block, and hey. And like I said, anybody who got something to say about Unc from O Block, they better watch.
Have you spent time in like jail?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's what it is. I mean, what person haven't? Of course I have.
I'm asking because I see some people in the chat. They're like, yo, you know, they gonna have whack pull to work to see if you know what I mean. You've been quiet.
Man, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? That don't make what if I told on the whole motherfucking city of Chicago, that don't make what the fuck I'm saying not true. I guarantee you that. Who gives a fuck about some whack? Do they discredit whether it's something the truth or not? And I got receipts.
See,
I got receipts. What the fuck you mean?
There you go.
I ain't been nowhere. I'm right here. Have whack pull whatever the fuck he want to pull. Who gives a fuck? Like I said, if I told on the city of Chicago, that don't make what the fuck I'm saying not true. That don't make it not valid. This ain't about me. This is about what I got receipts for. Period. Period.
I'm gonna be honest. Hey, you know what we're gonna do, and I think this is a good place to leave that. We gotta do the in person real sit down. That's what we gotta do. We gotta set that up. Let's set that up. I'm gonna have Remo have us set that up.
Okay, it's all good, bro. It's all good.
Bring you out to New York. We gotta get a full sit down on exactly.
How y'all feel about that, man? OTF Volume 5, crazy, man.
All right, here we go. King Yella.
Ain't nobody better not say nothing, man.
King Yella.
Oh, this guy, man. You don't appreciate what his son did.
Yo. It's your boy King Yella, man. I hope everybody having a blessed day, man.
If you were incarcerated,
I want to hear what they say about it. I don't know, yo. That shit just some fishy shit. That's some fishy shit, bro. Like, I fuck with Dirt. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with the OTF crew. I'm a big fan of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm never going to put content out. But the whole thing with, Vonnie and his father, that's some wild shit he's saying. If he made that shit up, that is bananas. If he made that shit up, man, a nigga going, he Muslim, man. Man, Allah forgive me. But if you Muslim and committing that manafakun stuff, like making this whole story up in your head, man, that's some serious delusional, out of order stuff. But just like anything, man, I'm a journalist. And I got before even I ever did a podcast, I always listen because I like to talk. So a person that like to talk gotta be a magnificent listener. I master the art of I could talk and still be listening. I don't miss shit. Cause I know every motherfucking thing that come out somebody's mouth is important to me. Cause I know if you listen to everything, you will catch it. Cause people talk too fucking much. People talk too much. People will tell you every fucking thing, bro. If you just listen. So me, I listen to the whole thing, and I listen to it that's like my 4th or 5th time listening to it, right? And just like I was telling Kenny and Spaz, man, all the shit, so to me, it's 60-40. 60% of the shit just don't make sense to me, and then 40% of the shit like, oh, that sound crazy. And I told you the part of that sound crazy. If you saying your son gave this man a bag of money, they got in a fist fight, and yo jumped out shooting, that's different to me. And then you got people say, hey, we don't know what he gave the money for. Okay, that proves my point. Whatever you gave the money for, that proves that y'all was all right. Why would you jump out with a gun shooting at my mans? That ain't how the street works. And when you do that, that is a beef. And even your own homeboys might get you out of there because you started a serious fucking beef. You know what I mean? Them dudes just paid us for a feature. Them dudes just paid us something. You jumped out and you shot, and multiple niggas got killed that night. It wasn't just Vaughn that died. We only heard about Vaughn that King Lloyd, from suffering from a gunshot wound, then him passing from complications, a few years later. You know what I mean? So it's like, come on, bro. Like a lot of people got hurt that day, bro. Like, so I don't know, bro. But I just saying him as a man and as a Muslim, he shouldn't be doing that. And he said he didn't raise the boy, and the boy should have looked out for him. All that shit is wild for the reason him doing and saying what he's saying. And I just think, man, hey, certain shit your name shouldn't come up in. If he'd have said Vonnie was talent and shit like that, you heard that shit all the time. But like, baping a woman or goddamn, setting a nigga up, breaking in somebody's house, any of this shit from other the above that's just like the unbreak, even rat and breaking rule, but certain shit people will lie on you about. And one of the popular things is people will lie on you about is talent. You know what I mean? So a lot in the streets, we like to see proof of purchase when it comes to that telling word. You get what I'm saying? But a lot of other shit, bro, it's just like, yo, that's like a murder for hire, having your man whacked. That's some terrible shit to be accused of. Because Vaughn was like a real big thing to OTF. Picture Vaughn on my wall. You get what I'm saying? And Dirt. I fucks with them niggas. Been fucking with them for years. They were making great music. I don't know nothing about their gang activities and their gang life and how many bricks they sold or how many people they killed. I know just as much as you know from the internet and what people posted. I never interviewed nobody to know them. I didn't meet nobody to know them. I just go off of interviews and things that they were saying, and then some shit be facts. You Google it, charge papers and certain shit. But being a fan of the music and fucking with them niggas, because I look at them niggas, they similar to niggas that I fuck with in the hood, similar to me and my niggas as far as the music put out there. And then when you see them niggas on interviews, so I never thought in a million years that when Dirt got locked up for this murder for hire shit, this get back for Vaughn, that Dirt would have anything to do with it. I don't believe that shit. But some of the shit that his father is saying sound crazy. And his father ain't used Dirt name a lot in this. You get what I'm saying? He ain't use it like, saying, oh, Dirt gave him the money or this and that. He said Vonnie did it. Vonnie did some wild shit. I don't know, bro. But y'all seen, if y'all watched the YSL case, we seen a lot of backdoor shit that had nothing to do with the YSL case that came to the forefront. So it's a fact. When you slap files with niggas and you go in the house at night, you don't know what the next nigga into. You don't know what he into, bro. You don't know this nigga pimping, snatching women. You don't know what a nigga do. You just praise God that he's as solid as you. I don't know him from Adam and Eve, but I can vouch for you. So I don't know, but I know it's driving the internet crazy, and the internet is victorious. The internet haven't lost since the existence of the internet. Can y'all agree? The internet has not lost a battle yet. The internet is undefeated. So trust me, it is so many nerds, weirdos, journalists, wannabe journalists, backyard with their cell phone hitting off the Wi-Fi from next door type of content coming out. So, hey, it's gonna come out, bro. They say content got so crazy, internet solving mirrors. Detectives just go to the internet and put pieces together and then go do a little footwork and they got a whole fucking case. That's how it's going out here. So, like I said, the internet is undefeated and he's on the internet putting it out there. And one thing about the internet, they're going to do research. The internet going to do research. And like I said, man, free Dirt, man. Free the whole OTF. Free everybody from Baltimore, all the dudes and the feds and the state. Freedom, man. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Do your time, come on, man. Do what you gotta do. But this is breaking news. This is shocking news, and I'm fucked up about it. I am. I had to jump on in about this. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? But it was rumors. It was rumors going around, bro. It was rumors going around. So it's not like this is the first time I heard. This is the first time me hearing about Lord Tim and all that shit. But this is not the first time that the shit was tripping in the air, that them people might have had something to do with it. How could this happen? You know what I mean? Why I wouldn't even touch it's, you know what I mean? When somebody dies and they don't get in a freaking accident and it's just not proof of just they died and it was just people gonna make speculations. You know what I mean? It's still speculations over Martin Luther King, JFK, Malcolm X, goddamn Jim Crow. You know what I'm saying? Still, you know what I mean? All types of shit in the history books. But we are in a place where the internet is, and all we knew is people used to have to jump on buses and planes and go get the stories of these other men. But the last 25 years, the internet has got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger to where as though nothing moves without the internet. 20 years ago, you ain't had to have a fucking social media. You picked up your cell phone and you called somebody. Fucking 20 years later, bro, you don't even need a phone. You can connect with everybody you need to connect with through their page. Because everybody got one. Goddamn people making their babies, newborn baby Jesus got a page. Baby Mike, he's 6 months, he got a page. The dog, Outfit the dog got a page. Everybody got a goddamn page. Outfit the fucking dog. You know what I mean? He got more views than me. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers got pages for their dogs, more views than us. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. And it ain't what it ain't. I don't know, y'all. Y'all put in the comment box what y'all think. But I truly think that I don't know, man. I don't believe a lot of that shit, but 40% of that shit that he was saying got me thinking. And anybody with a brain will be thinking. And I don't know, man. Rest in peace, Avon, free dirt and them. But OTF Vonnie, man, that's the Muslim brother, man. He crazy, man. Cause I feel like if that did happen, and if it's truth to that, that shit shouldn't be put on the internet. I'm never going to agree about anybody putting personal business and reality on the internet. It's shit that belongs on the internet, and it's shit that simply don't belongs on the internet. And that's just the difference. Like certain shit just not. It's not do it all for content. Just do it all for views and that. No, I ain't none of that. You know what I mean? I want good content, and certain content, some content can get messy and sticky, and it can be immaculate content. Some content can get messy and sticky and lead to death and incarcerations. You know what I mean? And that's the content that I stay away from. Everybody like a good argument. Fucking Kenny and Black and Mega, Mega, my man, Fingers, Mega Fingers, they don't do nothing but argue. So when them dudes online, that's what I mean by a good debate, a good argument, a good messy argument. They like to debate everything and give their bananas opinion on shit. So that's the type of arguments I'm talking about, but not that type of shit where people start talking about how this person is, how that person is, like, yeah, it's just a different way, just a different way and a different way. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I that's tough. Vonnie father a bad motherfucker. You know what I mean? Vonnie father a bad motherfucker. Let me finish him with yellow at the
Listen to him, we just sticking to the code.
Somebody got enough power, influence to make somebody go take somebody else's life. You're way more stronger than the person that killed. They're gonna be like the person that went and did the killing. He weak. That's like the same way with like Larry Hoover. They try to put like, oh, all Larry Hoover co-defendants is free, right? But he's still in jail. They're trying to say like he still has the power. You know what I'm saying? So anybody with the power, anybody that can make somebody do something, that is just anything. I don't care what it is, killing, whatever it is. If you got enough power to influence somebody to do something, just like in prison, if I got enough power to make people start fighting and do stuff, they're gonna say it's inciting a riot, and which they're gonna come snatch me and they're gonna, do something to me. But it's not making sense. A lot of it's not even making sense. I actually want to hear it one more time. If y'all didn't catch it, if y'all catch the end of the video, let me just play it again, because it's just.
OTF Vonnie crazy. YNW Melly, y'all. YNW Melly, my man, yo. That boy is tough for that boy. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Nah, they just said his trial gonna start in 2027.
2027.
Yeah, man. They playing with him, bro. Like I can't believe it. Yeah. They just got worse. Disaster YNW Melly, like that shit pushed back. That's tough, yo. I'm looking like, God damn, Melly.
Somebody been sitting for years.
Yeah, bro.
That shit crazy.
The judge in rapper YNW Melly's double murder trial ordered
Man, Melly shit's out. Let's see.
murder trial ordered documents related to his defense attorney be turned over. Melly, whose real name is Jamel Demons, is charged in the killings of two friends back in 2018. His lead defense attorney, Raven Liberty, is under investigation by the Broward County Sheriff's Office. Her team wants to see warrants related to the 18-month-long investigation that until now have been off limits because it is an ongoing police investigation. Demons' first double murder trial in 2023 ended in a mistrial when jurors couldn't agree on a verdict. His second double murder trial is slated to begin September the 10th.
Now they saying that she got pushed back to 2027. Like Melly tired of that shit, bro. That's a long time to be in jail, bro.
YNW Melly's trial has been delayed until January of 2027, nearly 8 years after first being arrested in 2019.
Dang.
A decision coming from the 4th District Court of Appeals. This is actually insane. Judge Fine has been trying his hardest not to let this happen and keep the trial in September 2025, but the decision wasn't made by him. Although there is a chance that this doesn't happen. And I'll explain towards the last half of this video. Hit subscribe, let's go. This all goes back to the defense motion to suppress right here in September of 2023. Yes, 2 years ago. I'm sure you guys don't remember, this trial was actually supposed to start in October of 2023 after the mistrial. Remember the mistrial was in like July of 2023? The state filed an appeal. I'm going to explain the appeal because that's what's causing all this. So Melly's defense team is trying to suppress this evidence and get rid of it. Motion to suppress number 1 was motion to suppress evidence search warrant requiring disclosure by the provider of an electronic communication service or the contents of the wire electronic systems for 180 days. Motion to suppress number 2 was everything they found on his Twitter account. Motion to suppress number 3 was everything they found on his iPhone X. Motion to suppress number 4 was the search warrant on his Snapchat. Remember, there were some apparently incriminating messages, but we later found out it was out of context, kind of. Motion to suppress number 5 was the warrant.
It's a small business owner. A million things can keep you stuck in the office, like building the schedule, dealing with timesheets. When it comes to those admin tasks, we've got your back. Off it.
Or to Google. Motion to suppress number 6 was the illegal search and seizure of his Facebooks, I believe. Motion to suppress number 7 was his YNW MELLY Instagram account. Motion to suppress number 8 was the cell site location information, GPS electronic data, and related cell phone records for telephone 9807. I believe 9807 is Melly's number. Yeah, I think I remember that being his number. I don't know. You know why? Because that was fucking almost 2.5 years ago. Motion to suppress number 9, motion to suppress evidence seized pursuant to search warrant requiring contents of wire electronic communications. So more cell phone shit. Motion to suppress number 10 was the warrant issued for another Apple iPhone X. I think this could be one of the victim's phones. I don't remember. I don't know. Motion to suppress number 11 is the same thing, another Apple iPhone X serial number. Motion to suppress number 12 is more emails. And number 13 is another email. The state filed an omnibus response on November 6, 2023. The court held a hearing on defense motions and heard testimony from Assistant State Attorney Michelle Boutros and Miramar Police Department Detective Moretti. Have considered defense motions, the state's omnibus response, the evidence presented, arguments of counsel, the court filed applicable law, and otherwise being fully advised, this court finds as follows. Franks versus Delaware. Defendant argues that all evidence found pursuant to 13 search warrants that were issued based on Detective Moretti's search warrant affidavits should be suppressed because the affidavits include deliberate falsehoods and or omissions. So the defense filed a lot of this in general because of Mark Moretti, the detective, screwing it all up apparently. And he was capping on the search warrant affidavit. Under Franks, the movement is required to point out the specific portion of the affidavit alleged to be defective. So what's a lie? Number 2, allege that the defect consisted either of a deliberate falsehood or statement in reckless disregard of the truth. Offer proof supporting the allegations in the form of affidavits and or sworn reliable statements of witnesses. Although the court agreed to hear testimony from Moretti and Boutros, defendant did not move for a Franks hearing, nor did the court grant one. They say Melly's team failed to establish that he's entitled to a Franks hearing. This is what the judge has to say about the motions to suppress now. Court finds that the October 29, 2018 search warrant for T-Mobile to provide the historical wire or electronic communications from Melly's phone from 1 a.m. October 26 to 6 a.m. on October 26, 2018 is supported by probable cause. Defendant left the recording studio with Henry and the victims at 3:20 a.m. Approximately 4:35 a.m. on the same day, Henry drove to the emergency room. So that's the time frame of the murders, 3:20 to 4:30. Henry says there was a drive-by. It's clear that the defense's physical location will be germane to finding the location of the crime scene and determining his role in the shooting. And here's where the judge shits on Moretti a little bit. The detective that wrote this affidavit, look, the affidavit certainly could have better explained the connection between defense physical location and historical cell site data stored by T-Mobile. However, in evaluating the search warrant application, judges may consider what is or should be common knowledge. So the first motion to suppress is denied. Motion to suppress number 2 is the Twitter account. Search warrant from October 1st to October 31st, so a whole month of October, is supported by probable cause too, with exception of all past searches saved by the account for which there is no probable cause. The affidavit states the defendant's associates have been identified as blood gang associates and that they were feuding with another gang from North Broward area. Members of the rival gang took credit for the homicide on YouTube. Moretti also read messages on Twitter from users claiming responsibility for the murder, which tagged defense Twitter account, including users affiliated with rival gangs. There was probable cause to believe a further search of defense Twitter account within the specified 1-month time period would reveal further information about who was responsible for the homicides and provide context for individual posts. However, the portion of the warrant authorizing search warrant for records of past Twitter searches outside of the specified date range is not supported by probable cause. So this one is granted and denied in part. So the judge is already limiting how much information they can get from these search warrants. All right, number 3, the iCloud account. The court finds that while some provisions of the search warrant are supported by probable cause, with the addition of a temporal limitation, there was no substantial basis for the magistrate to find the probable cause existed as to the other provisions of the search warrant. It's the nexus requirement that is at issue. Defense physical location during and shortly after the homicides is of vital importance. Police officers had a reason to believe the occupants of the vehicle were on the phone at the time of the shooting. The defendant had called his mother just after the shooting. The defendant's phone was in use and communicating with cell towers around the time of the shootings, and cell phone data records reveal the defendant was using other forms of communication on his phone. Although the police could not pinpoint which specific forms of communication were used, Moretti could have better explained the connection between iCloud storage and the defendant's cell phone. However, it's common knowledge that iPhones will back up data to iCloud unless the user has turned off iCloud backup. Based on the four corners affidavit, there's no probable cause to search the defendant's iCloud account for evidence of the defendant's location during the shooting and for evidence of any forms of communication during and shortly after the shooting. The search warrant authorized a much broader search that was reasonable given the facts in the affidavit supporting the warrant. So the judge is saying this shit is too much. You're going for too much, Moretti. The affidavit is completely lacking nexus to any provisions of the search warrant outside this narrow category. So much so that no objectively reasonable officer could have relied on the magistrate's finding of probable cause. The lack of any temporal limitation in the search warrant is highly concerning, given the iCloud accounts contain an enormous amount of data, not just from the purchase of a particular iPhone, but from the inception of the Apple ID associated with the iCloud account. This search warrant essentially gave Moretti unfettered access to a lifetime's worth of private emails, texts, messages, photographs, videos, and documents.
Our cars have always had great range and great dynamics. And to integrate all the functionality that you have in a typical crossover is something that's super important. So
I'm just letting y'all hear the dynamics.
See that sentence right there? A lifetime access. This is the judge saying Detective Moretti is reaching too far for information he doesn't need. Lifetime access to this phone, or this iCloud account at least. Moretti was well aware of the relevant time frame at issue in his affidavit. There's nothing in the affidavit to suggest that the scope of the homicide.
Florida vicious, y'all. I would never let out Florida.
Search warrant should be limited to the time period that the affidavit suggested the criminal activity occurred. And he cites some cases here, United States versus Hannah and Ford. There has been no reason advanced as to why this preferred method could not be applied to the iCloud search warrant. And here we go, more of the judge shitting on the detective here. Moretti could not have, in good faith, believed it was reasonable to search the entirety of defense iCloud account for evidence limited to a span of less than 24 hours. Common sense dictates that Detective Moretti did not need to search through everything in defense iCloud account to look for evidence of his location and communications with others on the morning of the homicides. Quote, if you are looking for an adult elephant, searching for it in a chest of drawers is not reasonable. That's a crazy quote from 1999. In his affidavit, Moretti emphasizes the inability of electronic communication service providers to distinguish between evidence of the crimes and other records. However, there's nothing to indicate that cloud providers are unable to sort data records by responsive categories and or time frames. It does not justify the virtually unlimited scope of either step. Even if Moretti needed to cast a wide net, he could have and should have limited search to those specific categories that were supported by probable cause in the affidavit. As such, the only evidence found pursuant to the following provisions of the search warrant are admissible. Photo stream records and metadata from 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. So he's limiting the scope. He's changing the time frame here. GPS location logs, photographs, videos, email account information, iMessages, instant messages, notes, contacts, voice limited social networking information, from 3 a.m. to 9 a.m., changing it down to a 6-hour window. all email stuff from 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. too. This was a big L for the state because MELLY was linked to the blood gangs through email. A lot of it was through emails, at least. He was talking to like higher ups in the Bloods and like getting the damn instructions from the Bloods and shit through email, but it was out of this time frame. So the state wasn't going to be able to show that to the jury anymore. Find my FN data from 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. too. So this one was granted and denied in part. Now, Snapchat warrant. Although search warrant affidavit provides probable cause to search defense Snapchat account for evidence of his whereabouts and communications on the morning of the homicides, it is overbroad. As previously discussed, defense location on the morning of the homicides is a key piece of evidence. The Snapchat warrant is from October 1st to November 25th. So even almost a month after the murders too. And a month before the murders, pretty much. However, based on a review of the inconsistencies in various warrants, this date range seems arbitrary. The court cannot find that Moretti relied on the temporarily overbroad search warrant in good faith. When questioned about temporary limitations of search warrants, it became clear that Moretti relied on a subjective belief that this was a reasonable time frame, rather than any objective case-specific reason for the broader time frame. So the judge is saying that it was just Moretti's belief for this time frame. There was no rhyme or reason. He was just like, let's just do this time frame, 2 months of the Snapchat. The exclusionary rule's purpose of discouraging police misconduct applies to squarely to
dang, that shit hectic with MELLY. MELLY just, I can't take no more, man. They pushing, they want them bad. Florida ain't trying to let you go. Anybody that live in the state of Florida, bro, I gotta tilt my hat to you, man. You better fucking be 50 years old, retired with some money, and ain't into nothing, and just enjoy the weather, the sun, the yachts, the park, because that shit breaking law. You can break all the law you want. The number one rule is what, y'all? Don't get caught. And Florida ain't the fucking place you want to get caught at, bro. That man been locked up 7 years. It's no Hicks rights. It's no statute. Man, it's just fucked up, bro. I'll be damned if they tell me my court date gonna get pushed back this motherfucking September, nigga. They gonna have to motherfucking do that court date with me in the cell, because I ain't never coming out the cell no more till it's time for me to be released, if I'm gonna get released. Because fuck that, y'all playing too many fucking games. I got a hung jury on the first time. Y'all want to do all this once and y'all not ready. And that's what I think fucked up in the court of law, is that the defense don't get all that power that the prosecutor get. And that's not fair, bro. Why do y'all think that's fair? Like the prosecutor could push a date back and do all these appeals and do all this shit and have all these friends behind the scenes, but you and your defense can't give them a time to do it, but they could give a defense time that they're gonna rock out, and then they gotta rock out. That's fucked up, man. Y'all don't think that's fucked up? That's fucked up, bro. That's one loophole in the court system that gotta change. Like, you can't, because the defense should be like, nah, my client been locked up 7 years. We want a trial, and we going to trial in September. Whoever ain't ready, bro. Let's pick the jury. That's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's gonna happen this year. It's gonna happen. That man should know his face. If MELLY should know his fate, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I fucks with MELLY music. I don't know if MELLY did it or he didn't, bro. But I'm just saying, the man is feeling like a lot of his rights are being violated. Hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, man. But I don't know, man. MELLY just been locked up too fucking long, bro. He been locked up too long, bro. I can't even play no games with you, bro. MELLY been locked up too long, bro. And Florida play them type of games down that bitch, bro. I heard about a lot of states being crucial, bro. But Virginia and Florida is two places that I heard is crucial, bro. I heard them in Louisiana. Don't ever leave Louisiana out. Florida, Louisiana, and Virginia. And I ain't gonna lie, Pennsylvania. They just be the four places, yo, that I just been hearing they don't play like that. They don't play like that, bro. I mean, if you breaking law and you doing whatever you got to do, I mean, my God. Yo, a place that don't have no statute of limitation is different. I ain't gonna lie. A place that don't have no statute of limitation is different, bro. That's the egg in a nutshell. What you say, Kenny? Like, yo, I'll be, yo, they just places I'll stay away from. There's no such thing as human rights in them states, bro. So I just wouldn't even play, bro. If I was you, I wouldn't play, bro. And I see the games that Georgia plays, like them southern states and certain states, bro. You just can't be playing. They can hold you for 7 years without going to court and keep you in court playing with you, bro. Got you locked in the cell, won't give you a bail, won't give you home monitor, won't just allow you to be free. Like, come on, yo, that man been locked up 7 years, bro. It's only right that y'all give him a bail and put him on home confinement, bro, and then give him room to work, bro, until y'all ready to go back to court. Any of that other shit is fucked up. They doing Melly wrong, bro. And I think some black leadership speak up.
His crime is too heinous. They don't give a fuck about.
You say, yeah, the crime is bad, but you gotta prove the man guilty.
Yeah, you do.
You know what I mean? You gotta prove the man guilty.
You said black leaders should step up. Ain't none of them gonna step up because they're like, what if he is guilty? I don't want to have my name attached to this shit.
Yeah, but if he's guilty, if you a black leader and you stepped up, my angle would be if he's guilty, give him a fair trial to prove him guilty. Other than that, if y'all not gonna do that, allow that man a bail because y'all had this man incarcerated for 7 years, and it's obvious that a jury of 12 white people couldn't find him guilty. They couldn't find him guilty because don't nobody want that on their hands, bro. I just feel like the state, Melly, just say Melly did do it. The state doesn't have enough evidence and enough people to prove that Melly did it. That's the problem right there. You know what I'm saying? Melly did it or he didn't, bro. They haven't proved beyond a reasonable doubt that he did it, and they had 7 years to prove it, and they haven't proved it yet. And I feel like their time is ran out. That's how I feel about the Melly shit. It ain't no. I feel like y'all had 7 years. Y'all went to trial. The jury didn't find the man guilty. It was a hung jury. It was unanimous jury. So now I'm saying the man deserved a bail. If y'all ain't gonna do shit, y'all got him locked up 7 years. Y'all trying to push the case back, making the man be locked up damn near 9 fucking years for a double murder trial on his friends. If he did this, he gonna go to court and be crucified, probably get the death penalty. If he didn't do this, man, y'all got an innocent man locked up and got the victim's family on edge for 7 years wondering. You get what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, enough is enough. Y'all let Borton out. Y'all let his co-defendant out until he violated his home under the conditions. Why y'all ain't give Melly the same thing? Melly girlfriend fled the country, came back. Y'all let her out on bail, bro. Like, y'all not giving the man a fair thing. And y'all showing this to the world that y'all not fair. Like, and if it was black leaders, I'm just saying, look, man, the black leaders should step up and say that man trial should be this year. That's all I'm saying, right? Do you agree with that?
It should.
His trial should be this year. I ain't saying step up and say we saying the man innocent, let him go. No, it's a court system. It's a process that you have to go by. But we saying, listen, y'all ain't winning the thing, so y'all got to give the defense some type of leverage. The man's been incarcerated in y'all custody for 7 years, and y'all still not ready for trial after, particularly losing a trial. Y'all didn't get a guilty verdict the first time y'all pushed the jury in there. Now y'all 2 years later, the man still haven't had a trial. Y'all playing these fucking games. It's the biggest case in the state of Florida, in Broward County right now. Like, come on, man. There's been cases that's been a court over with, motherfuckers about to come home. Like, y'all doing it, demanding harsh conditions. Y'all not showing no type of you innocent to prove it guilty in the Melly situation. And it is a fucked up crime. It's a harsh crime, but they didn't find him guilty of the crime, bro. So as we know today, Melly innocent. No matter how you feel in your heart, nobody found Melly guilty yet. Nobody proved that Melly did that shit. You know what I mean?
You guilty until proven.
Yeah, we know that, and that's a proof. That's a fact. But I'm just saying, by being televised, there's a lot of dudes that get fucked over. But by this being televised, I just think somebody should step in and let Florida, the Court of Appeals, and all that little shit that they pulling, let them know, hey, that's not gonna work no more. Take this man to trial or cut him loose. And that's just how I feel about it. I feel like the state don't got enough evidence to find a man guilty.
And they knew that. That's why they made him sit for a whole bit.
Yeah.
Even if he don't get found guilty, he'd have been it for it already.
Yeah. Even if they give him 10 years right now, he still have a better chance of coming home. Like, you know what I mean? Any sentence, it starts this process because right now he just don't know. And that's the worst thing ever. And they treating him fucked up. And leave in the comment box if you feel like Melly shouldn't get a bail or you feel like Melly getting treated injustice. Because I don't be knowing how people be feeling. Different people feel different ways. I feel like it's fucked up. Goddamn, Diddy went to trial in less than 365 days. and got it handled. You get what I'm saying? The Melly got money. So what I'm saying is like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like certain shit, I just feel like Florida's a dangerous place, bro. So my word to anybody, don't go down Florida plan. Don't go down Florida plan, bro, because I couldn't do it. Hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. What else the fuck been going on, though? What else been going on? What else been going on? What else been going on, Spads? Mighty see. This is the part where I just go to the news. Trump, no invasion. Drug cartel, Mexican president dismissed President Trump. Boy, Virginia AG sounds alarm on DC crime as Trump mules federal cartel war all over America can justify what Trump does too. Like, god damn it, boy. Trump just the head of the lines, bro, more than any president ever. Mass shooting in Baltimore. Trump warns another Great Depression if court strikes down. Damn. Yeah, boy, how the fuck you the president hoping for a Great Depression? I gotta hear this. Y'all. You know what I mean? What the fuck, a Great Depression? That's why I look at that shit every day when I wore that Great Depression.
I don't give a fuck about that shit when they talk about
Trump is issuing an ominous warning ahead of a ruling that will determine whether he overstepped his authority in imposing tariffs. Trump argued in part of a longer social media post yesterday that if the courts strike down his tariff policy, quote, it would be impossible to ever recover or pay back those massive sums of money and honor. It would be 1929 all over again, a Great Depression, he wrote. The president also took credit for the recent record stock market run, saying it was due to his tariffs, although experts dispute that claim. Let's discuss all of this and more with Lydia DePillis. She covers the economy for the New York Times. Lydia, thank you so much for joining us. The administration just rolled out some of the steepest tariffs in modern U.S. history, in some cases 50% or more. Will history look at this as a small trade fight or major rewrite of how global trade works? How significant is this?
This is a major escalation of tariffs. It's across the board, across the entire world, on most goods, although there are
Donald Trump coming. Well, who the fuck heard the word tariff?
A little bit bigger than they
that
actually
shit
are in
before
practice.
Donald Trump got in office.
But it is a reordering
You
of
ever heard of that
global
shit
trade
before?
if they
Like,
do stay in
you ever
place.
heard of
Now,
that
you
shit before?
noted that there is a major court
Nobody
case
never heard of that
underway
shit, bro. The government
has
just
to
be
do
coming
with
up
the
with shit.
legality of this
I
type
mean,
of
it
tariff
exists,
that
but God
this has
damn.
been imposed on most countries. As he noted, you mentioned some foreshadowing there. If his authority to impose these particular tariffs on national security emergency grounds is overruled, he would have to take off the largest and steepest of those, at least the most sweeping ones. There are certain sectoral tariffs that he still has the authority to do, but they knew that this authority was on shaky legal ground. So if they do end up having to pay back those tens of billions of dollars in tariffs that they've imposed, that won't be something that they couldn't have seen coming.
And Lydia, Trump and his economic advisors have celebrated the considerable higher tariffs that have already gone into effect, correctly noting that they have raised more than $100 billion in tax revenue without leading to catastrophic inflation or recession. But economists that we spoke with, they warned that this new escalation could actually worsen inflation and slow job growth. What are you hearing?
The same thing. It is something that will take time to filter in the economy, and there are totally rational reasons for that. Companies have been trying to hold off on price increases. They did stock up on their major goods before many of these tariffs actually went into place, hoping that they would actually ultimately come off, which has been the case in several instances. For example, look at Apple, got an exemption for many of its electronics. So if the tariffs do stay in place for a sustained period of time, however, companies will have no choice. These are not something that they can absorb on an ongoing basis. I think it's important to put into perspective what this tariff revenue actually looks like. It is typically about 2% of federal income. That could rise to as much as 5%, but it is not going to replace large amounts of the federal government's tax and spending authorities, even if they do escalate and stay in place for a sustained period of time.
Yeah, and economists told us that tariff revenue of $70 to $80 billion over the past year is what they called, quote, a drop in the bucket compared with $7 trillion in federal spending. And removing tariffs, they argue, could actually stimulate the economy. Now, I want to get to the piece that you wrote where you reported on this new 40% penalty for so-called trans-ship goods or items routed from one country through another for the purpose of receiving a lower tariff. You quoted the executive director of the American Apparel and Footwear Association as saying this, quote, importers are scratching their heads. The new rules that appear to legalize but tax currently prohibited transshipment activities fly in the face of common sense enforcement. Can you explain, Lydia, why this has importers so baffled here?
Sure. So transshipment is evasion. It is importers taking a good and, say from China, routing it through another country, putting a made in Vietnam sticker on it, and then importing it into the US for the purpose of getting a lower tariff rate. That's currently illegal. You're not allowed to do that. It comes with criminal penalties sometimes and financial penalties. Now the USTR, the trade representative, is saying, that's fine, but we're just going to add this 40% tariff on top of it. So on top of any penalties you might receive. So it's very confusing to importers. And it, to me, is emblematic of the seat of the pants way in which this trade policy is being written. It is extremely slapdash. And the other part of that story is this isn't the end of what they're planning to do. It seemed to importers that this was presaging a different round of tariffs that would involve goods that go into their final finished products. That's still hanging out there, along with tariffs on semiconductors, tariffs on pharmaceuticals. So nobody can make any decisions in this environment because they still don't know what's going to happen around the bend. I think that's what is frustrating to many American companies right now.
Lydia DePillis, thank you for your time.
We build pumps for sewer systems, water treatment facilities, flood control, fire suppression. My name is Steve King. I'm the senior field engineer. I travel worldwide installing and troubleshooting our pumps. I've been to every state in the U.S. with the exception of Alaska and Hawaii. I've also been all through South America.
I knew he was gonna get some money. That boy said if he get that terrorist back, it's over. People gonna be in a massive debt giving that cheese back.
I understand the president has now begun to speak on this announcement when it comes to the Golden Dome and perhaps as well when it comes to Afghanistan. Let's listen in.
I also want to recognize Senators Dan Sullivan, Kevin Cramer, and Jim Banks, fantastic senators, great talents, great political talents, and people that love our country. In the campaign, I promised the American people that I would build a cutting-edge missile defense shield to protect our homeland from the threat of foreign missile attack. And that's what we're doing. Today, I'm pleased to announce that we have officially selected an architecture for this state-of-the-art system that will deploy next-generation technologies across the land, sea, and space, including space-based sensors and interceptors. And Canada has called us, and they want to be a part of it. So we'll be talking to them. They want to have protection also. So as usual, we help Canada do the best we can. This design for the Golden Dome will integrate with our existing defense capabilities and should be fully operational before the end of my term. So we'll have it done in about 3 years. Once fully constructed, the Golden Dome will be capable of intercepting missiles even if they are launched from other sides of the world and even if they are launched from space. And we will have the best system ever built. As you know, we helped Israel with theirs, and it was very successful. And now we have technology that's even far advanced from that. But including hypersonic missiles, ballistic missiles, and advanced cruise missiles, all of them will be knocked out of the air. We will truly be completing the job that President Reagan started 40 years ago, forever ending the missile threat to the American homeland, and the success rate is very close to 100%, which is incredible when you think of it. You're shooting bullets out of the air. I'm also pleased to report that the one big beautiful bill will include $25 billion for the Golden Dome to help construction get underway. That's the initial sort of a down deposit. And we have probably, you're talking about, General, we're talking about $175 billion total cost of this when it's completed. This afternoon, I'm also announcing that I will appoint, very importantly, General Gutlein to lead the ambitious new effort as the direct reporting program manager for the Golden Dome. Very talented man, and I'm very honored to have been the one that helped to have really created Space Force. Space Force has turned out to be a tremendous success. We were third in space, and now we're number one in space by a lot. It's not even close. And Mike is a 4-star Space Force general, the recipient of the Defense.
One thing about Trump, he a cocky motherfucker.
One of the most
we went into space
people
by a margin.
in the world, having to do
Not
with
even
defense.
close.
We have offense and we have defense, but he's good at offense too. And he has an unmatched background in missile warning technology and defense procurement. General Gutlein also knows that we need to move fast. No one is more.
I agree. We need that wall around America, though, right?
This was a universal.
Let's shoot missiles and shit. So
I
know when Donald Trump get out of office, I think the next president will carry that on. That's only fair, though. Like I would want the next president to build that around us, and that makes the country way safer.
And describe the system a little bit. And we appreciate you being here. The press has really been very fair over the last period of a couple of months. I don't know what happened to you. It was so much more exciting the other way. But you've been very, very fair. We have very high poll numbers, the highest we've ever had. And I think we're doing a great job. We had a tremendous trip to the Middle East, as you know. It was a really amazing trip. And now I came home, and this is the one I was really looking forward to this day, because this is very important for the success and even survival of our country. It's an evil world out there. So this is something that goes a long way toward the survival of this great country. And as I said, we'll be discussing Canada. They want to hook in and they want to see if they can be a part of it. That sort of makes sense. I guess that's what I was talking about from day one. You know, it just automatically makes sense. And it won't be very difficult to do, but they'll pay their fair share. Thank you very much, everybody. And Pete, go ahead.
Well, Mr. President, add this to the long and growing list of promises made and promises kept. Ultimately, this right here, the Golden Dome for America, is game changer. It's a generational investment in the security of America and Americans. Mr. President, you said we're going to secure our southern border and get 100% operational control after the previous administration allowed an invasion of people into our country. President Reagan 40 years ago cast the vision for it. The technology wasn't there. Now it is, and you're following through to say we will protect the homeland from cruise missiles, ballistic missiles, hypersonic missiles, drones, whether they're conventional or nuclear. And it's not lost on me, sir, also that you had the vision to start the Space Force, and here we are. When the others said we didn't need it, here we are in the Oval Office with one of the leaders of the Space Force in General Gutlein, leading the charge on putting in place a game-changing Golden Dome for America. So, sir, it's an honor to be a part of this bold initiative. We're going to get to work on it. We have been since you signed that executive order on January 27th. We've been fast forward on this. We're here on this day, and this is just one stop in delivering this defense of the homeland, which is something you've charged us with doing, and we'll keep going until it is completed.
Thank you, Pete. Pete's done a great job, by the way. Thank you very much.
President, today is a great day for the nation as we double down on protection of the homeland. As you're aware, our adversaries have become very capable and very intent on holding the homeland at risk. While we have been focused on keeping the peace overseas, our adversaries have been quickly modernizing their nuclear forces, building out ballistic missiles capable of hosting multiple warheads, building out hypersonic missiles capable of attacking the United States within an hour and traveling at 6,000 miles an hour, building cruise missiles that can navigate around our radar and our defenses, and building submarines that can sneak up on our shores, and worse yet, building space weapons. It is time that we change that equation and start doubling down on the protection of the homeland. Golden Dome is a bold and aggressive approach to hurry up and protect the homeland from our adversaries. We owe it to our children and our children's children to protect them and afford them a quality of life that we have all grown up enjoying. Golden Dome will afford that. I greatly appreciate your trust in me and your nomination in me and your trust in the team to deliver this. It is a great day for America.
And also, very importantly, it's we're the only ones that have this. We call it super technology. Nobody else has it, and nobody else has really near what we have. So this is a very exciting project. This is something that will, I mean, the general said close to 100% protection. So that's something we need. I think it's a very, and everything's going to be made in the USA, by the way, very important. So it's something that I've been looking forward to for a long time. And I just noticed you too, Jim, you're standing there, and behind you is a very important document, Declaration of Independence. And that was in the vault for many decades right under this area. They have vaults with pictures on top. You have Abraham Lincoln. You see that was the original Abraham Lincoln, the original Washington. And does everybody know who the middle was? General Grant. And so it's very exciting. You look over here, and above Ronald Reagan, you have Thomas Jefferson. It's Monroe from the Monroe document. And you know who that is, right? Andrew Jackson. So we have a lot of very exciting pictures, and on the other side, likewise, some great presidents and great people. And many of these pictures people were asking about, and many of them, almost all of them, were in the vaults or nearby, but generally in the vaults downstairs. Well, we have some great. So it's very exciting, and the place has become a little different than you first saw it, Jim, right?
Yes, much better.
It's slightly better. But to think we had them, and some were in the vaults for over 100 years. So it's pretty cool stuff. Everybody knows Jim Banks. He's a great congressman, and now he's a great senator from Indiana. And you might want to say a few words. Jim.
Well, your legacy with Space Force, Mr. President, is already big, but the Golden Dome is going to be an even bigger legacy for our country. And Indiana is going to help you make it.
Right.
The space satellites that are made in Fort Wayne, Indiana by L3 Harris, all the work done at Crane Navy Base in southern Indiana is going to be a big part of it. And Hoosiers are very proud of that. We're proud of you. Thank you very much.
It's going to be a big factor. Thank you, and good luck, and congratulations. You won that race by a lot. That wasn't even a contest, right?
Well, thank you. Thanks to you and all of your support.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
That boy wasn't really feeling the president. He just said what he had to say. You can tell that shit wasn't sincere. Y'all heard him? That boy just said.
Mr. President, and thanks for this. And
that's his man's right there. Look at them.
In your first term, when you
that boy can't stop smiling.
A brand new baby freshman senator on the Armed Services Committee, and said, "You said I want to have a space force. Would you lead the effort on the Senate Armed Services Committee?"
Hit that notification button.
You chose me only to find.
Man, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, man. I thank everybody for tapping in, man. Run the numbers up, man. I'll be back at 6 a.m. No fuck shit, no fake shit, no foolishness. Anything you say can and will be used against you on the internet. We played the whole again. OTF Vonnie, father, got these allegations going on. We talked about that. YNW MELLY is being railroaded, man. We want somebody to speak up about that. Mass shooting in Baltimore. One person lost their life. 4 was injured. Sad incident, man. Like I said, man, that person was a person I was cool with, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? I know I got some family members that really fucked with him, and I might put everything out there. But just rest in peace to that brother. And rest in peace to anybody and everybody that lost their life through senseless violence. You know what I'm saying? May Allah have mercy on their souls. I mean, but hey, free all the guys, man. Hey, if you off your feet, get on your feet. You know what I mean? Don't look down at nobody. Look up at everybody, man, and just keep working, keep pushing, man. We coming up, man. New studio on the way, man. Spares money. Shout out to HBCU. Shout out to the class of 2029. Everybody busting in the college doors this year. Hey, and we looking to create content, and let's go Pittsburgh.